conditions of 4 to 7 inches. Where, portions of northern Indiana, southwest Michigan, and northwest Ohio. When, from 7 p.m. this evening to 7 p.m. Sunday. Impacts, travel could be very difficult. Additional details, light snow will overspread locations north of Route 30 during the evening hours, possibly becoming heavy at times late this evening into the overnight hours. The snow will persist into Sunday, tapering off from west to east. Slow down and use caution while traveling. Now here is the forecast. Winter storm warning in effect until 7 p.m. Sunday. Tonight, snow. Snow may be heavy at times after midnight. Snow accumulation of 5 to 6 inches. Lows in the upper 20s. East wind 15 to 20 miles per hour. Sunday, snow. Snow accumulation of 1 to 2 inches. Highs in the lower 30s. Northeast wind 15 to 20 miles per hour. Sunday night, cloudy. Chance of snow through the night. Slight chance of freezing rain early in the morning. Lows in the lower 20s. North wind 15 to 20 miles per hour. Chance of measurable snow 40%. Monday, cloudy with a 20% chance of snow. Highs in the upper 20s. North wind 10 to 20 miles per hour. Monday night, mostly cloudy through midnight, then becoming mostly clear. Lows around 15. North wind 5 to 15 miles per hour. Tuesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the upper 20s. Tuesday night, partly cloudy through midnight, then becoming mostly clear. Lows around 15. Wednesday, mostly sunny. Highs around 30. Wednesday night, mostly cloudy. Lows in the lower 20s. Thursday, cloudy with a 50% chance of snow, possibly mixed with rain. Highs in the mid-30s. Thursday night, cloudy with a 40% chance of snow, possibly mixed with rain. Lows in the mid-20s. Friday, mostly cloudy with a 30% chance of snow. Highs in the lower 30s. Friday night, mostly cloudy with a 20% chance of snow. Lows 15 to 20. Saturday, mostly cloudy in the morning, then becoming partly cloudy. A 20% chance of snow. Highs in the upper 20s. This is NOAA Weather Radio Station WXJ 58 in Fort Wayne. Visit our website via weather.gov/IWX. The current time is 7:06 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Here are the 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time weather conditions. At Fort Wayne, skies were cloudy. The temperature was 32 degrees, the dew point 19, and the relative humidity 58%. The wind was east at 21 miles an hour, gusting to 26. The pressure was 30.5 inches and falling. Around the region.
Test 1 2 3. Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me out there? I don't see nobody saying they can hear me. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, okay. There you are. Well, I guess you heard all that. Oh boy. Awesome. We've got people in here. This is awesome. Let me make sure everything's working right. Hello. Can you see me now? You see me? You hear me? Everything looking good? Awesome. I started the stream early, guys. I got too excited. I figured it would take longer for me to get everything set up, but I got it. I got it set up. Let me know. Is it laggy? Is it nice? How's it look, guys? I've got a lot of stuff going on here. My computer's literally like, I've got multiple high resolution radar programs pulled up. I've got a ton of live webcams from across the states of Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio. I'm running, the streaming program. So, yeah, I just want to know that everything looks good. Awesome. Awesome. Cool. Let me fix a couple things here. I screwed a couple things up right before I started. Keith Dammit, you are our first member. Thank you so much for becoming a member. If you guys see his little lightning bolt there next to his name, he became a member earlier. Thank you so much, man. Let me just fix a couple things here. Just a tiny bit jittery. Okay, I figured it would be a little bit, weird because I do have so much going on, and I'm going to show you here in a second. But let me get this chat played up here. All right. .com live. Bear with me, guys. This is my first live stream. One. Where's everybody watching from right now? Are a lot of you guys from the area that's being impacted or no? Hey, Light, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. I swear, guys, I'm going to get right on the horn here in a second. And we're going to really start this live stream. But like you see above my head, there's a radar. Above that, there's supposed to be the chat is supposed to be playing up there. But I done went and screwed it up. Of course. 4K capture. There it is. There it is. You guys see that? It's tiny, right? I can fix that. Don't worry. Hey, Nick, thank you so much for becoming a member. Hey, the member thing is going to be cool on this channel. I'll explain more about it here in a second. This is it's all new to me. Dizzy D, thank you so much for becoming a member. You're not going to regret it. Oh, there we go. All right, now to make it more visible up there, this. I'm kind of a genius, That's what they say. Light, thank you for the super chat. Okay, all right, let's get into this now, guys. Oh no, okay, it's just gonna have to be tiny. Whatever. All right, so I wasn't looking at the chat whenever you guys told me where you were from. Where are you guys from? Where's everybody from that's watching right now? We've got 154 viewers. Wow, awesome. Let's get into this. Let's talk about the weather, okay? Looks like we got somebody from Maryland in here. Do we got anybody from around Indianapolis? We got anybody from around Indianapolis? You guys are getting ready to get a bomb diggity little snow band go through there. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to start this live stream early, is because we got a lot of stuff going on, and I really want to catch this band, and we've got cool webcams that we can show. Okay, so we got Richmond, Virginia, Erie, Pennsylvania, Lexington, Kentucky, Mississippi. Wow. We got a little bit of somebody from everywhere on here. Maine, Michigan, Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, Nebraska. Awesome. How's it going, Dominic, Samuel, Gary, Michael Beckley? How's it going, Nick, David G? I'm trying to get as many people out. Ronnie Boyle from Richmond, Virginia. Chris Pugh from Virginia. Scott A from Richmond, Indiana. Awesome. All right. I can't say everybody's name, but we got a lot of people in here. I hope you guys stick around. I've got this set up really cool to where we can actually track this as we go on. So like we've got the radar here, right? And then additionally, if we come over here, you can still see the radar. And we're looking at a live view from Indianapolis right now. Literally like 30 minutes ago, the ground was not white there. So that big snow band that you're seeing come through there, that's what we're watching happen right now. And then I've got another view of the road, just a couple miles west of the view we just saw. I've got Galesburg, Illinois, I'm sorry. And then There's this guy streaming his driveway on YouTube right now in Chicago, so we can watch that pile up. This is Des Moines, Iowa. Okay, so now I can switch over to EarthCam. Second, here's Wrigley and Wrigley Field in Chicago. So we can watch pretty much everywhere from central Indiana into central Illinois, all the way up to Chicago live as it's going on. So it's going to be cool. It's going to be fun. All right. Light, thank you so much for all the super chats. You've done like 3 in a row there. I really do appreciate it, man. Let's go back to the radar here. And here's that band of snow working through Indianapolis. So another thing that I'm going to be doing throughout the live stream is we've got this radar that is really colorful, and it's nice, and it's really easy to read, and it's nice to look at. But if I switch over to Radarscope, this view right here, this is a little bit of a more high resolution radar. It's easier to see where those strong bands of snow are actually setting up. So I'm going to go back and forth between these two, and I do have my red pin here from I'm sure you guys recognize that in the videos. I'm just constantly like, yeah, we're going to it's going to cut up this way, it's going to go backwards, we're going to go counterclockwise, upside down, but it's going to be crazy. But I've got it all set up here. It took me a while to get it done, but we can do it all live. And yeah, here is that big band of snow that we're watching go through Indianapolis right now. And right now on the Radarscope radar, you can tell it looks like rain, right? This is what a thunderstorm might look like in the spring or summer. But this is just a really heavy, intense band of snow, and we're looking at it on the regular reflectivity so we can see exactly where that band sets up a little bit better. I can change this over to the precipitation depiction, and we can see where the snow is and where the rain is and where that line is, but I pretty much know that all this area is snow, so I'm going to look at the reflectivity so that I can actually get a higher resolution view of where those heavy, heavy bands of snow are setting up, okay? I see a lot of you guys asking, how much am I going to get here? How much am I going to get there? I'm going to go over that here in a second. I just kind of want to set the stage here for exactly what's going on right now. I want to get my bearings before we start jumping into answering questions. Here's a full view of the storm. It's actually snowing really hard right now in like northern Kentucky, even as far south as near Paintsville, Kentucky. I think I got a report earlier from Paintsville. Somebody's seeing snow down there, and the models really didn't see that much snow coming this far south. So maybe that's a sign that our warm bubble over here is going to stay farther south. So if you're in Indianapolis, if you're in Dayton, Ohio, that's a good sign for you. We're in nowcasting time now, especially for this area from Illinois down through Ohio, northern Kentucky. The weather models don't matter anymore. This is happening right now. We can look at the weather models all we want, but like the real way we can tell what's going to happen is by looking at the radar and nowcasting. And I do believe that this is coming in a little bit further south, a little bit colder than what some of the models were showing yesterday and the day before that. All right, country roads. Who wants snow? Okay, I'm trying to read your chat. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to look at the HRRR. I want to see how this works out. So we can start talking about, how much snow you're going to get in the future here. Can you guys see this pretty well? Refresh it, because I think there's a new run. All right, let's see those locations, guys. Okay, let's see those locations. If you live in Illinois, Indiana, or Ohio, tell me where you live, and I'm going to try to pinpoint how much snow you can expect through tonight, okay? Also, Nick, thank you so much for the super chat. $10. Wow, thank you so much. Looking forward to you going tornado chasing this year. Me too, man. That is going... that's going to be awesome, actually. I wonder if I can pull it up here. I'll pull up a picture of what it's going to look like. Like, we're designing the crap out of this thing. Like, it's going to look cool. And, you really don't need something that looks cool to go storm chasing, but it's for YouTube, so we gotta make it stand out. All right, Connecticut. We're not talking about Connecticut yet. We will talk about Connecticut right here in a second, but I want to kind of focus on Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio right now. Maybe Iowa, Wisconsin, Michigan, Chicago. Good choice there. Let's talk about Chicago real quick. Right now in Chicago, let's move back over to the radar real quick. Right now in Chicago, you're getting ready to get the heaviest part of the snow. You see all these heavy rain showers and rain bands down here? Those are going to keep coming north, and it's going to wreck into the cold air that you have in place. And when that happens, those thunderstorms are going to turn into thunder snow showers. I'm not 100% sure that you're going to see lightning and thunder and all that stuff, but it is very possible. Now, we can take a look at our HRRR model here and see what this thinks is going to happen. But once again, this isn't very important. The most important thing is paying attention to what's going on the radar, but we will look at this for guidance. As you can see right here, oh boy, what happened to my pen? I can't do this without my pen, guys. Okay, there it is. As you can see right here, this is what the radar looks right now, right? We've got a lot of moisture down here, and what you want to see on the radar going into the future is for that moisture to really compile here, and you want it to form what's called a deformation band, and then you don't want it to dissipate that fast. The HRRR has this going away by 3 a.m. Okay, it's still moderate snow in Chicago, but that real heavy stuff is gone by 3 a.m. Glenda, thank you for becoming a member. That's awesome. And then that moves off to the east. So the HRRR, this is a pretty accurate short range model. This is showing about 6 or 7 inches for Chicago for the rest of the night. I think that if you guys can get under that right band, more than that is possible, especially because you're close to the lake here. Let's go back to the WSV3. The motion of this storm is going to allow for some moisture to be knocked back off the lake into the Chicago area for additional snowfall totals, okay? This is something that's not going to happen on the other side near South Bend and Plymouth and, the northwestern part of Indiana. This is specifically for Chicago area, okay? If you can get under the right band of snow that comes off the lake here, there will be a small streak, a small area in the Chicago area. It could be North Chicago, it could be South Chicago, it could be a little bit west of Chicago, or it could be right in downtown. That will get close to a foot, if not more, in Chicago. So 6-7 inches is a safe bet, but I'm going to go ahead and say that closer to a foot is very possible there in Chicago. Nick, come on, everyone, help Ryan and become a member. I appreciate that, man. We are up to 283 viewers. This is awesome. Let's go back down here and take a look at Indianapolis. Let's get that high resolution. Oh, yeah, that real strong band is getting ready to come through now. I got so much stuff going on here. Oh, look at this, guys. It is absolutely pouring the snow in Carmel, Indiana. This is just a little bit outside of Indianapolis. I think it's to the north and east up here, so they're not even in the thick of it yet. A really intense snow shower going on right there in Indianapolis right now. I wouldn't be surprised if it would be really cool if we saw a flash of lightning or something during this live stream, because it is possible. This is an intense band of snow, and we've got more back building down here below it, so we got more to come. How much snow in Michigan? If you're in southwest Michigan, you can get 2 to 3, maybe 4 inches of snow. Central and northern Michigan, you're not going to get a lot from this, unfortunately. Noblesville, please, Ryan. Oh, man, I'm going to have to pull up Google Maps and figure out where that is. Sorry. My geography is pretty good, but I don't know everywhere. Noblesville, where is that? Indiana. Okay. Noblesville in. Check it out. I just need to know around what part of Indiana that's in. Okay, well, that's just north and east of Indianapolis. Hey, look outside. You should be getting a pretty intense snowstorm, snow squall coming through right now. And it should look about like what we're seeing on the screen up here. Nick, Nick, thank you so much again for the super chat. I drive a semi truck, so counting on you to tell me where to go this spring for severe weather. Absolutely, man. I'm going to keep you updated as I can possibly keep you. Okay, that's awesome. So you drive a semi truck and you kind of like follow the storms around too. That's really cool. But yeah, in Indianapolis, as far as snow totals go, let me go back just to my guidance here. I do think, especially now that I'm seeing what I'm seeing with the radar, it looks like an inch of snow has already fallen within the last 30 minutes. If you guys can keep this band of snow on you for a little while, 13, 14 inches of snow at the end of the day is not out of the question. But a safer bet would be 8 to 10 inches by the end of once this is all said and done. So 8 to 13 inches is what my forecast is for Indianapolis and the surrounding areas. How much for Allentown, Pennsylvania? Allentown, Pennsylvania, that is one that we are definitely going to have to keep our eye on. The Canadian earlier showed 36 inches or something like that. I'll try to pull that on out here. Here's the Canadian from earlier. Yeah, let's zoom in on Pennsylvania if I can find it. There it is. Yeah, this is the Canadian from earlier today that came out. Pretty much Harrisburg to Allentown, Pennsylvania, anywhere from 33 to 35 inches of snow. Now, is this going to happen exactly this way? Probably not. But a lot of the models do have a large bullseye right here in southeastern Pennsylvania, western New Jersey, where the heaviest snow is going to fall. Let's check out, what does the Euro say? So the Euro is less on totals, but it's the same deal. The sweet spot's right here. Allentown looks closer to about 18 inches here. Still good. I'm sure you would still enjoy that. I mean, who wouldn't? And then let's see here. Yeah, so let's look at the GFS. I think the GFS is the lightest out of all of them, but still, Allentown, you're getting covered up in snow, son. Like there's no losing for you. Let's check out the NAM. Maybe the NAM. Let's see here. NAM is. Okay, so the NAM is a little bit less too. The NAM actually paints a big bullseye over New York City itself with 20 inches. That would be really interesting to see that play out. But Allentown, you're a little bit shafted here. But that's 3 versus 1. Let's go back to the Canadian. I don't think it's going to be that much. I like the way the Euro looks right now. I think that's a more realistic look at what we're going to see. Allentown, Pennsylvania, I'd say 15 inches. Expect that at the very least. But it really comes down to, what happens tomorrow. We're going to do another one of these live streams tomorrow. We're going to live track it. We're going to keep our eye on it. And it comes down to nowcasting. Looking at these models and stuff is fine. It's guidance. But whenever that first band of snow showers gets into Pennsylvania, the models don't matter anymore. Just like what we're seeing here in Indianapolis, they can end up with way more than what was forecasted because of these really strong bands that are setting up. Let's see here. Titan 74, thank you so much for the super chat. Can you see how much Dellison, New York will get? Absolutely, man. Absolutely, I can do that for you. I do have to look up where that is. Let's see here. Dellison, New York. Where is that? Okay. So you're in a weird spot with this storm, man. I do have to admit that to you. It's not going to be easy to pinpoint exactly how much snow you're going to get because all of the models are really they're in a disagreement with the way this is going to pan out for central New York. Okay, so if we come back over here to this is the Euro for you. This is 3 to 6 inches. Sure, why not? And then if we look at the Canadian, I think the Canadian's probably going to be your best friend. Yeah, that looks like a little bit over a foot is possible here for you. But you got to remember the Canadian keeps that low pressure system really closer to the coast, and a lot of the other models are kind of taking it a little bit further away. It's trending a little bit further south. So I don't know if the Canadian, I really don't know if the Canadian is going to verify here. GFS really is not good at all. It's still, you're in that 3 to 6 range. But what about the NAM? The NAM is really the best one to look at during this time frame because it's a higher resolution model, and this one's still a little bit all over the place for central New York. 3 to 6 inches would be my safe bet forecast for your area, though. I appreciate the super chat. Let's see here. Can you give an update on Toms River, New Jersey? David G, thank you so much for the super chat. Toms River, New Jersey. Absolutely, I can do that. Let me put this radar back up for you guys so you can see a little bit of what's going on here. And oh, you guys got to see the yeah, it's coming down in Indianapolis right now, man. Do we? I'm sure somebody has said it, and I'm sorry, I probably missed your message. But do we have anybody in the chat that lives in Indianapolis? And can you go outside and confirm these this really heavy snow band that's going on right now? Send me a video or something on Twitter at Ryan Hall, y'all. I'll show it here live on stream. All right. So we do have some people here in Indianapolis. Awesome. All right, let me get my stuff set up here for Toms River. I wish you could play music on here, man, and not get like your video taken down. That would make this so much more entertaining. I think I would sing along and stuff. Toms River, New Jersey. All right, so Toms River is on the coast of New Jersey, which, once again, that's a tough area to really try to figure out exactly what's going to be happening. Give me just a second, man. All right, so Toms River, New Jersey. You want the NAM and the earlier runs of the Euro to verify with that low pressure system that's a little bit deeper, and it kind of throws that moisture further to the north rather than panning it out over all of New England. Okay, the NAM and the earlier runs of the Euro were the only ones that did this. What they did was concentrated all that moisture that is bringing up from the Atlantic right here, and it's the best case scenario for New York City and the eastern coast of New Jersey. However, as you can see here, towards the southern part of New Jersey, it really tapers off a little bit. There's a line here where that warm bubble is going to kind of like, it's going to dominate as we go forward. You're going to see heavy snow, but then, you're going to get in that bubble. It's rain, and now it's snow again. And that rain in the middle is really going to wipe away a lot of the snow. That's the NAM. Let's take a look at the Euro. What did the Euro show for you? The Euro is a little bit better, but still right on the coast there. It's such a hard. I feel really bad for your local meteorologists. Because I'm sure you hate them. I'm sure they have screwed up a lot of forecasts for you. The Canadian is like steel. Like, it's hard to, you're right on the line between getting a foot of snow and like 3 inches. And the only thing that matters there is a half a degree in temperature or a 10-mile shift in the path of the storm, which is literally impossible to predict at this point. I'm going to be 100% transparent and honest with you guys. There's no, expert meteorologist that can tell you exactly within 10 miles what path a low pressure system is going to take. And for that reason, Toms River, New Jersey, it's going to be a surprise, what amount of snow you get. I would say, just to be safe, 3 to 6 inches. That's what I would, if it was my job, to make a forecast for you. That's what I would say right now, 3 to 6 inches, but keep the faith. There are enough ingredients in place. There is enough stuff that can happen here for you to get over a foot. Okay. Oh yeah. Glenda and Keith are using the emojis in chat. I love them. Check this out. I'm going to do it too. We've got the Ryan Hall, the y'all emoji, the tornado, the hurricane, and the snowflake. I love it. Let's see here. Robert, thank you so much for the super chat, man. But thank you guys so much. You're being so Supportive. This is awesome. Thurmont, Maryland. That's near the Maryland Pennsylvania border. Snow. Oh, well, you guys are in a good spot. Let me just tell you. I'll go back down here to the Mid Atlantic. This is the Canadian. If you're near Hagersville, I would imagine that's you're pretty close to Hagersville. 26 inches of snow possible with this run. I do like the Euro a little bit better though, and that's a little bit more realistic. Still around a foot of snow for northern Maryland here. This is going to bring a foot of snow to a lot of people in this area. So there will be, little pockets here and there. They get 15, 16, maybe 24 inches of snow, but a foot or more is almost a guarantee for this area right here. I want to drift a forklift. I don't reckon. Let's see here. What's North Carolina looking like? North Carolina, it depends. If you're in the mountains, you're going to get some snow. But if you're just up here in the northern parts, north of Raleigh or on the coast, there will be a brief time where you get some snow showers, but it won't really amount to much of anything. Let's go back to our. Oh man, it's coming down good in Indianapolis right now. I don't know how much snow they've got, but it looks like it's coming down at probably in 1 to 2 inches per hour. That rate, the roads are becoming covered pretty quickly. Let's get a closer look at the radar over there. Yeah, it is really getting intense. Look at that, guys. I personally, in my life, I have never been under a snow band that looks this intense on radar before. That is something else. There is probably some evaporation going on in the atmosphere. I don't know what the dew points were looking like before this first band came in, so it's probably not as intense as it looks. But it is still. I mean, it's obviously putting down a lot of snow. We can see it right now. So, Indianapolis. All the way up to Vetersburg and all the way down to Greensburg, just getting covered with snow right now. And there's more down here. It's back building. You know what I mean? It's there's more of that energy coming from the low pressure system, that Gulf moisture that's coming up right now. And it's just going to create another one of these bands behind it, and then another one, and it's just going to keep training over this area. So that'll be interesting to watch. David G, thank you so much. Thanks for the Tom's River update. We always get screwed. What time are you going live tomorrow? I'm going to try to go live tomorrow around 6 or 7, maybe 8 o'clock. I said I was going to go live today at 8 o'clock, but I just got excited and I went live a little bit earlier, and I didn't have as much to do as I thought I did. Let's see here. Griffin, I'm in northern Maine. What can we see for snow totals? Northern Maine. Wow. I think northern Maine, the last time I really looked at Maine, northern Maine, you're going to get a lot of snow, but it's nothing more than what you're used to seeing. Let's switch over here. This is the Euro, northern Maine, 6-7 inches of snow. Let's see what the Canadian is the most aggressive with snow totals, and as you can see, over a foot, 14 inches in some places. If you're really if you're in very far northern Maine, you can see a little bit less than if you're closer to like the Adirondacks down here. But and then also on the coast down here, you're not going to see much. But I do think that let's look at the NAM just to make sure. God, it's crazy how disorganized and how not alike these models are. We're getting really close to the storm now. They need to get their act together. You know what I'm saying? But once again, northern Maine, I would say 6 to 8 inches. That would be my forecast for you, and that's conservative. You could get more than that. I'm in South Bend, Indiana. It's snowing here. Yes, it is. A lot of Indiana, pretty much all of Indiana is getting snow now, except for maybe extreme southern and southwestern portions of Indiana. So that's that's. Hold on. Am I still live? One of my monitors just shut off. You guys still see me? Oh man. Okay, you can. Okay, the chat's just really delayed. I got worried there. Nick, thank you. Jesus, man. Thanks for the $10. I really appreciate it. You're better than my local meteorologist. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. I have wanted to be a meteorologist since I was born. I really don't remember a time where I didn't enjoy weather. I was watching the Weather Channel instead of Disney Channel when I was younger. Literally, like I'm not exaggerating. That was what I did. By the time I was 6 years old, I had an Excel spreadsheet on a computer where I kept daily weather records from my house, and I did that for years. I still have that data. It's insane. How much snow for Long Island, man? Everybody, calm down. All right, we got 450 people in here. I'm not going to be able to get to everybody, but Long Island, I think you're definitely, if you are on the area of Long Island closer to New York City, you're going to see over a foot of snow from this storm. Okay. Now, if you're closer out towards the Atlantic Ocean, farther on out there, you're going to see less than that. There are some areas that are only going to see like 1 to 3 inches on Long Island because of the way the storm's going to track. The closer you are to New York City, the better. That's all I can say about that. Let's see here. James, thank you for the super chat. I live in central Long Island. What should I expect? Let's, you heard what I had to say about it there, but let's show the models one more time. Here's Long Island. You want the dam to win. You want that concentration of moisture from that low pressure system to really culminate on the top of it instead of being fanned out to the west. Which is a possibility. I have no idea if that's going to happen or not, though. But like, if that was to happen, you're going to get over 18 inches of snow, close to 2 feet. All right. Now, the Canadian has a different approach to it. It shows central Long Island as you're only going to get 6 to 8 inches of snow, which is realistic too. If I was a forecaster in your area, that's how much I would forecast for you. Okay. And then the GFS, that puts a little bit more for you, close to 10 inches. And have we already looked at? Yeah, we looked at the NAM. Oh, this is the high resolution NAM. What didn't we look at? The Canadian? No, we looked at everything. I don't know what I'm going on about here. Central Long Island, though, that's another tough place. But I would say the closer you are to New York City, the better. Let's see here. Ben's election forecasting. Thank you so much for the super chat. Best guess for Pulaski County, Virginia. Pulaski County, Virginia. Is that close to me? I'm in Pike County, Kentucky. Guys, we're at 468 viewers. Share this video, guys. Let's get it to 500. How cool would that be? My first ever live stream on this channel, 500 viewers. That would be dope. Okay, so Pulaski County, Virginia. You are close to me. I'm in Eastern Kentucky. That is, you're right there in the mountains of Virginia. You could definitely expect some snow from this, but I would also watch out for ice. I do believe that your county is under a winter storm warning. Don't hold me to that. It might be right there on the border, but definitely you're going to get some snow. Let me pull up the models just so you can see them. I know not everybody has access to these, especially on Weatherbell. This costs like $300 a year or something like that. So if you want them, I highly recommend it. If you can spend that kind of money on looking at weather models, this is the one you need to spend it on. But I'm happy to share it with you guys. Let me come over here to Virginia for you. Of course, Virginia. Just go to the eastern United States. So it really depends on your elevation, right? A lot of times the models, whenever you see a little tongue of snow coming down like this, it's mainly talking about the mountains, right? So if you're in a valley here, 3 to 6 inches of snow, closer to 3 would be my best bet. But if you're on top of the mountain, well over 6 inches is possible. Just let me know. And I'll try to zoom in a little bit more and give you a little bit of a better answer there. But it's hard to, when you're doing a forecast, your local meteorologist that you watch on TV or at your local National Weather Service, they know your area. They've been there for years. They've studied it for forever. They know the geography. They know the history of how other snowstorms have reacted there. And I know a lot of that stuff because I've been studying this stuff and looking at it for as long as I can remember. But I don't know the intricacies of Pulaski County, Virginia, so I can't tell you exactly how that's going to set up unless I knew your exact elevation there. So, Michael Beckley, what about my dono? I'm getting to it. Don't you worry. Michael Beckley, he says, Chester, New York, I'm guessing 10 to 15. Your opinion? I would say you're right. Check the RPDS. What do you think that will play out from Maryland? The RPDS, I haven't looked at that today. I actually don't like the short range family of the Canadian. I really don't. I love the Canadian model, but I don't. It's not my favorite for short range. Oh, wow. Go back. Let's zoom in here a little bit. So this is, this looks really similar to me, to the deterministic model. It's just a little bit different. Yeah, this has another big giant bullseye for northern Maryland there, Baltimore, close to 40 inches of snow. Southeastern Pennsylvania over here, 34, 35 inches of snow. This is possible, guys. It's not impossible, but it's improbable. There is a lot more guidance. There's a lot more data suggesting that we'll get less than this in this area. Not significantly less, but still less. 2 feet of snow is very possible for somebody in this area right here. 40 inches of snow, I don't know. I hope so. Especially if you're a snow lover and you want to see that, I hope so. I'm rooting for you. Let's get an update from Caramel. Look at that, guys. It's coming down fast there. They are going to, this is probably going to be, as far as the Ohio Valley goes, Indianapolis, that area is probably going to be one of the big winners tonight for snow. I really do think so. All right, let me try to get caught up on the chat here. 487 viewers. We're almost there, guys. Congratulations on the new baby. Hope all is well. Oh, thank you so much. Having a baby, he's like almost 2 weeks old now. It's a lot. Everybody always tells you it's hard, but it's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I love him, and it's great. I enjoy being a dad. But yeah, we went. Me and the wife went a long time there with very, very little sleep. Totally worth it. It's getting better. Let's see here, Robert. I like this weather guy. Hey, I like you, man. I'm gonna kind of sit back here and just read the chat for a second. They grow up too fast. Hey, I don't know that yet, but I'm sure I will agree with you soon. I'm actually looking forward to him being able to recognize me, and I'm looking forward to being able to make him laugh. Right now he's just kind of he barely opens his eyes. He's barely awake. But I'm excited for that 6 month to 1 year range. Let's see here. How much in Baltimore? Baltimore, Maryland, you guys are going to get a lot of snow, okay? I don't have a forecast map. I always say consult your local, NWS for real, if you need to make real decisions based on the weather, consult your local National Weather Service. But in Baltimore, you guys are some of the most likely people to receive close to 2 feet of snow. Is that going to happen? I don't know. If I was to make a forecast map, I would say 12 inches plus. That would be the safe thing to do there. Can you guys hear me okay with me sitting like this, with me leaning back? I know the mic isn't pointed at an optimal direction, but I just wanted to kind of kick back here for a little bit. Hey, we did it. We broke 500 viewers. We did it. Awesome. Keith, we had maybe 20 minutes of frozen rain here in Georgia today. Yeah, that little tongue of precipitation that came down really overperformed. We had some snow here in eastern Kentucky that, I mean, it wasn't really expected. So what I'm going to do now, now we got 500 viewers in here. A lot of you guys are probably just now tuning in. I'm going to go back through everything. Okay. So let's start on the radar. Let's look at WSV3 broad view. Here's what we're looking at. Here's what we're dealing with right now across the United States of America. We've got our big low pressure system. It's coming over close to St. Louis now, okay? And then that is throwing up a bunch of moisture into some cold air that's already in place right down through here. Indianapolis is seeing heavy snow right now. If you want to see that, there you go. It's snowing hard in Indianapolis. They've already got about 2 inches, I would say, well, just from looking at this camera. And now, if I can go back, this is going to continue to progress east and northeast, all right? But the thing is, we've got this rain here. We've got this rain snow line, this warm bubble that I've been calling it. That's also going to progress east and northeast. I do think that just looking at this on radar right now, this has turned out a little bit colder than what the models were initially showing. So I think areas near Indianapolis points north. I think you're good. I don't think you're going to see much rain, if any at all. However, if you're south of Indianapolis, if you're in Cincinnati, if you're in Dayton, Ohio, there's a good chance that there will be a brief period of time where you do get rain, and that will cut down on your snow totals. Chicago, I think you're all snow. There might be a brief period of time where you get close to having some mixed precipitation, but I do think for the most part, you are all snow, okay? And then as this moves on east, Fort Wayne, Indiana, northeastern Indiana, you're going to get some snow. But the real bullseye here is going to be right here from Indianapolis up to Chicago to Peoria, Illinois, all the way down into just north and west of Dayton, Ohio. Now, once this moves into central Ohio here, this is going to weaken a little bit. You guys are not going to get the, 12-inch plus totals like central Indiana is. There will be a couple places here and there that get a significant amount of snow in Ohio, but what's going to happen as this moves a little bit east here, the energy from this low pressure system is going to be transferred down into a new low pressure system on the coast, and that's where our nor'easter is coming from, okay? And when that happens up here, you're just not going to see as much snow. But it's really going to kick up and really intensify over this area right here, southeastern Pennsylvania. There's a chance that some of you guys could get 2 feet of snow. Maryland, northern Maryland, feet of snow are possible, all the way into northern New Jersey and New York City. Now, Long Island's a little tricky. I know we got a lot of people in here from Long Island. I do not know exactly how much snow you're going to get on Long Island. I will be the first to admit that. Your local meteorologist would love to admit that to you, but they don't know either, okay? It's just, this is a really tricky storm to predict for Long Island. Then it's going to keep on going northeast into Boston and Connecticut and Rhode Island. You guys can see 12 inches of snow or more. And there's going to be a cutoff line right here in New York. So if you're north of Albany, I wouldn't expect to see a whole lot of snow, but south of Albany, 6 to 12 inches of snow is possible. And then that is going to continue on up into Vermont and Maine and New Hampshire, okay? If you're in the mountains, if you're in the White Mountains or the Adirondacks, you can see over a foot of snow. But if you're in the valleys, 6 inches sounds better. Now, we can watch all of that play out on the weather models here. Let's do it. Why don't we? Let's look at the whole eastern part of the United States. And let's actually put this into motion here. This is the short range Canadian. Here we are about right now. As you can see, we've got those heavy snow showers in central Illinois and central Indiana going all the way down into Virginia and North Carolina and clocking all the way back into Wisconsin and Iowa. When I put this into motion, here we are at 4 a.m. tonight. It's still snowing hard, but it's starting to break into Ohio now. Watch our 1003 millibar low pressure system here and watch how it transfers to the Atlantic Ocean here as we go into the day tomorrow. Dynamic cooling allows for ice and snow to break out in Virginia. If you're in Northern Virginia, the short range Canadian, it's good for you. Some of the models are kind of bringing this warm air a little bit further north, but this one's good for you. Watch this transfer now. You see it's moving this way. We're going to have a new area of energy right here. And look, northeastern Ohio, those heavy snow bands don't make it all the way to you because of that transfer of energy. But Maryland is all snow right now. And here's that new low pressure system right here. We are at 2 a.m. February 1st. And we've got a nor'easter on our hands, okay? Delaware, New Jersey, southeastern Pennsylvania is getting a lot of snow. Look at those heavy snow bands really starting to crank up. We've got an almost stationary 991 millibar low pressure system off the coast of Delaware, and this is just dumping snow from an area from Hagerstown, Maryland, all the way up into Easton, New Jersey, and everywhere in between in southeastern Pennsylvania. And then that's really going to work up, and watch, if you're in Long Island, you're all rain at 10 a.m. on Tuesday. Here you are, you're all snow at 8 p.m. on Monday, all rain 10 a.m. Tuesday. So here you are getting intense heavy snow bands, probably picking up on 2 or 3 inches per hour, and now it's starting to melt. I'm sorry. That's just the way it works sometimes in Long Island. And then that's going to wrap all the way out here. Snow totals for this model are really intense if you're in Maryland or southeastern Pennsylvania. This is showing close to 40 inches for some places. Do I think that's going to happen? No. I think that 12 inches plus is a safe word to use with isolated areas of 2 feet or more. If you're in Allentown, Pennsylvania, there's a very good chance that you could see 2 feet of snow. If you are near Easton, New Jersey, there's a good chance that you could see 2 feet of snow. But I would bank on getting at least a foot, you know? Somebody asked what kind of beer I'm drinking. This is Sprite Zero, man. No beer. Not yet. Maybe when we get later into the evening. Y'all become a member and support this also. Hey, thank you so much, Glenda Marie. If you see Glenda and Nick and Keith in the chat here, their name's all cool. They've got a green little lightning bolt next to their name, and they're using these awesome emojis. That's because they have become official members of the channel. If you become a member of the channel, you get access to those emojis. You get access to having a cool badge next to your name. And also, in the future, I plan on doing these live streams almost daily, as long as there's some significant weather event going on, and eventually it will become member only, okay? So if you want access to that kind of stuff, make sure you become a member. You don't have to. You absolutely don't have to, but I would greatly, I would greatly appreciate it. Keith said, Sprite Zero is a hell of a beer. Yeah. Oh, boy. You guys are funny. We're at 592 viewers. Hello. This is my first live stream, so bear with me. I know it might be a little rough right now, but I think it's going well. How do you guys think it's going? You think it's going good? Let's switch back over to the radar view here. We've got some heavier snow showers moving into Chicago now, so we might have to check that out. But right now, Indianapolis, oh boy, man, I wish I was there. Don't you guys wish you were there? Oh man, it's beautiful. That is a heavy snow band there, and you can see it. You can definitely see it on radar. Wow. Look at that, guys. I want to take a look at some more areas here. This is that same city, but we're looking at the road now. There's definitely a couple inches that have fallen. This is not a very good camera. This is Galesburg, Illinois. This is some guy's driveway in Chicago. This is Des Moines, Iowa. Is Des Moines not seeing snow yet? Back out over here. Des Moines, oh yeah, the whole precipitation shield is pretty much already moving away from Des Moines. We might have to just stop watching them. Go to Earth Cam. Yeah, I'm still watching. Wrigley Field here. So you can see in Chicago, the heavier snow bands are getting ready to get in there. So we should be able to see it pile up pretty quickly here in Chicago as we go later on into the day. But Indianapolis, that's the place to be right now if you want snow. Look at that. Scaldy48, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Congratulations on the new baby. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's been a blessing. It's been awesome. It's Snowtown. Yeah, this is Snowtown, baby. You guys heard me talk about Snowtown in the videos. This is what I'm talking about. And I keep looking up here because I'm watching this on a big screen TV. I just have to take it all in, okay? I wish I was there getting buried in snow. You know what I'm saying? Ryan, Philadelphia. Oh, come on. You're going to make me do Philadelphia. You guys want these hard cities that are like right in the area where it could go either way. Let's take a look at Philadelphia. We'll do it. Let me get this pulled up here. Got so many tabs and windows open. It's crazy. One second, guys. God. Oh, got the wrong thing. There we go. You guys can see that better now. Buddy, it looks like a blizzard out there in Indianapolis. So, Philadelphia. Let's talk about Philadelphia. Okay. And boom. Okay, so the RPD or DPS, I've been saying that wrong the whole time. The RDPS has shown for a while now that Philadelphia is going to get close to 2 feet. Fix that. Bothering me. So as you can see here, 21.2 to 24.5 inches. That's kind of what it's showing right here. But I like the way the Euro looks better. Okay, the Euro looks a little bit more realistic to me. It could go the other way. It could be higher. But the Euro looks good to me, and that's still showing 13 to 14 inches. I think you're in a good spot. I really do. I think you're in a really good spot to get some hefty snow. Just know that if that low pressure system tracks just a little bit closer to the coast, it could cut down on your totals a little bit because you're going to get close to this edge. The more north and west that low goes, the more north and west this cutoff goes, where the totals could be cutting off at an earlier point. Hunter, thank you for the super chat. Southern Maryland, which model is more accurate? It's hard to say which model is more accurate. I don't really know how to answer that question because they all have their pros and they all have their cons. And you're really only supposed to use models as guidance, right? Like you can't just look at a model and say, okay, this is how much it's going to snow. But I like the Euro. I like the Euro and the Canadian. The Canadian, the only reason I'm kind of like not being nice to the Canadian right now is because if this doesn't verify and I'm sitting here like, oh, I love the Canadian, then people may think that I didn't have a reason to love the Canadian. I can still love the Canadian and this not verify. The placement and everything still looks good. But this big giant mountain of snow right here, I just don't know about that. But the Euro right now, I do like that. So for Southern Maryland, it depends on, which part of Southern Maryland you're talking about. Are you talking about directly south of Washington, D.C., or down here near Delaware? If you're literally down here south of Delaware, it's not looking like you're going to get a ton of snow, but it's possible that you can see 3 to 6 inches. The closer to 6 inches, the further north you are. Now, if you're down here south of Washington, D.C., there's an area that can see over 8 inches of snow. So, it just depends on which part of Southern Maryland you're in. What do you think the total amount of snow for Indianapolis will be when it ends? That's a good question. Definitely over a foot. Definitely over a foot. I'm going to say over a foot. You might end up with 11.5 inches on the northeast side of town, 12.5 inches on the southeast side of town. One of those things. I do think that over a foot is possible. Wow, you guys are really killing it. Jamie has super chatted $3. Thank you so much. Abdul $2.99. Any chance for 10 inches in Sterling, Virginia? I do believe so. Once again, if you're in Virginia, the number one thing that matters is your elevation, and also if you're in very northern Virginia near DC, that also changes it a lot. So Sterling, Virginia is right there, right next to Washington, D.C. So any chance, what was your question? In 10 inch? Yeah, there's definitely a chance for 10 inches. If you get on the higher end of your range, you will have 10 to 12 inches. Worst case scenario, you get 6 inches, 6 to 12 inches. That would be my my forecast for you. But literally, the further you go north and east, like on the Washington, D.C. side, I would say 8 to 12 inches. And then north and east of Washington, D.C., I would say, like 10 to 15 inches, all the way up like that. You're really close to that bullseye there. We got 614 viewers. Do you think we can hit 700? I don't know. I don't have it. All I've got Sprite 0. I can't do a giveaway. But if we hit 700 viewers, I'll do something crazy. I don't know what it is, but share this video, put it on Facebook there, put it on what's it called? TikTok. If any of you's got TikTok, put it on there. And let's try to get this to 700 viewers. Maybe there's a chance we could do 1,000 tonight. I don't know. That would be kind of crazy. What's your guess on Central Ohio? Central Ohio is looking pretty good. Okay. The further west you are in Central Ohio, the better. But I can show you the models if you want to look at those. Central Ohio, you can see there's a broad streak here on the Euro that puts down over 10 inches of snow from anywhere from just north of Dayton through Columbus, all the way through Zanesville, and then right here near Morgantown, West Virginia. So like there's pretty much a straight line here through Ohio that can see over 10 inches of snow. Now, if you're north of Dayton and south of the border here, the whole area there, 6 inches or more is definitely possible. The only areas of Ohio that I think will see less snow than everybody else is the northeastern portion here, and obviously the southern portion because of that warm bubble that's going to move through. Cincinnati, I don't think you're going to see more than 3 inches of snow. Portsmouth, Ohio, I don't think you're going to see more than 3 inches of snow. CCL, show and tell, how many inches for what? Joe Hurry, New York, up by Albany? I've never heard of that. That's such a cool name for a town. That's awesome. Let's take a look at New York again for you. Here's the Euro for New York. I think this looks good, and this shows a good 3 to 4 inches possible for the Albany area. However, let's show you the Canadian. However, the Canadian says you could get a foot. Okay, I don't know which one. I don't know which way it's going to go. The possibility is there for you to get a foot of snow, though. Just keep that in mind. All right. East Tennessee, snow and accumulation. Let's look at Kentucky and Tennessee. That's really interesting. I'll pull up the NAM. I think we've got a new run of the NAM to look at. So if I put this into motion, you can see that first little streak of snow that's going through right now is supposed to put down 3 inches in some places in northern Kentucky. I don't know if that's going to verify. But if we keep pushing it out, what happens if we get can't talk, guys. We get lingering snow showers all the way through the day on Tuesday. And that means that we're going to see a broad area of 1 to 3 inches all the way through eastern Kentucky and Tennessee. Let me try to show you this on the reflectivity. So here's our storm, right? It's going to rain. And then when that cold air works in and we get that moisture off the lakes, we get a pretty moderate band of snow showers all the way through Tuesday. So if you are in Tennessee, eastern Tennessee over here, 1 to 3 inches, definitely possible. Bloomington, Indiana. Is there a Bloomington, Indiana? Or are you talking about Illinois? If you're talking about Illinois, I think you can get over a foot. Ramel Cobbs, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate it. Hello, Julie. Hello, Johnny Maddox. Hello, Jeremy. I'm trying to shout some people out here. Hello, Michael Stoll. Boston suburbs. Boston, you're in a good spot to get close to a foot of snow with this. Joseph Delsinger, thank you so much for becoming a member. You're like our 6th member, so welcome to the club. Awesome things come if you are a member, okay? Like, look at these. I'm going to chat this right now. I'm going to put this in the chat. Look at those awesome emotes. Everybody who's a member that's watching right now, spam these emotes in chat. Let everybody know how awesome you are. All right, let's go back to the radar. Let's see if we've got any new developments going on here. This is WSV3. We still got heavy snow working into Indianapolis and Chicago. Hello, Light. Thank you for the super chat. And it's starting to work into Rockford, Illinois now, all the way up until Janesville, Wisconsin. Even some snow showers trying to work into Kenosha and Milwaukee. So that's interesting. And the warm bubble is holding strong. It's not pushing any further north right now. We do expect this to kind of push a little bit further north as we go forward, but nothing too insane. Nothing out of the ordinary from what we've seen on the models. Cincinnati's starting to get in on some snow. See here, and look here near Bluefield, Virginia, and down here in the mountains of Virginia, Pulaski County, Virginia. If our friend from Pulaski County, look outside, you should start seeing some snow showers really soon. As this little streak, this little band of precipitation works up along the warm front or the occlusion front here, as that low pressure system really starts to crank and go forward. We get another member, Jamie. Nice. Thanks for becoming a slight risker. I very cleverly named these the tiers of members there. Okay, KH has super chatted. Afraid not a lot, but North Central West Virginia. North Central West Virginia has the chance to get a little bit of snow, but you're right, not a lot. It really depends, once again, on your elevation. Now, if you're not in some crazy high area, then I would say 2 to 4, 3 to 6 inches is a safe bet for you. Okay. Let's see here. Glenda Marie, she's really putting them down, son. She's got the hurricane emoji, the tornado radar signature emoji, or emote, I should say. Also, Jamie is out there. Nick. Well, we're getting some members, guys. This is awesome. Thank you so much. Whoever said that I was awesome. I appreciate that. The chat's going too fast. We've got 635 viewers. If you're just now tuning in, we are tracking a major winter storm as it goes over the Ohio Valley. We're watching the cameras here in Indianapolis. Look, it's snowing. Wouldn't you like to be there? Tom Clooney, welcome to the club. Look, hey guys, we're building it up, son. We're gonna have a large collection of members before the day's over, and we're gonna have some very awesome member only live streams as we go into the future. So you guys are gonna get a lot of awesome stuff for doing that. Okay. Let's see here. Brandy Walker. Hey Ryan, how do I become a member, and what do you think for Nashua, New Hampshire? You can become a member if you're on a desktop. Down below the video where it says subscribe, it should also say join. Click join. If you're on a phone, I think I put a link in the description where you can click that link, and it'll take you to your web browser where you can hit join. And the rest of it's just all done through YouTube there. Let's see here. You said, what was it? Nashua, New Hampshire. Are you from? This might be stupid, but are you from the Nashua that is referred to in The Office? If you don't know, if you haven't watched The Office, then you have no idea what I'm talking about. But Nashua, that's where Michael Scott's woman, that's where she went off to, right? I'm not mistaken on that, right? He's in Scranton. She went to Nashua. Yeah, that's right, right? I think. Adam Morehouse. Thank you so much, man. We are going to have an army of weather weenies for this day's over. I can tell you that right now. So, oh, wow. Scrapper, Secret Garden. Thank you so much. All right, let's take a look at Nashua. If I'm thinking about the right place here. Correct. Okay. All right. Let's look at Nashua, New Hampshire. Hunter, thank you. Oh my God, we've got a train going on of members. All kinds of members. Hunter, thank you so much for becoming a member. Thank you to everybody who is becoming a member right now. That's going to become a very integral part of the channel as we go forward. So I really appreciate it. Now, let's check out Nashua. Let me get this on the thing. I'll get to everybody's super chats right here in a second. East. No totals. I just got to make sure I know exactly where that is in the state, so I can give you an accurate little forecast here. Okay. So, first of all, Jesus, it's hard to keep up with. Thank you, everybody who has become a member. Brandy Walker, thank you so much. Super Secret Garden. Okay, I'm up to date there. Now, Nashua in New Hampshire. Right here is the NAM. I do like the NAM, but let's also take a look at the Euro, because the Euro is the one I think is the most realistic so far on this. It looks to me like 13 inches of snow is imminent. Like, I think that's very possible. If I was a forecaster in your area, I would say 8 to 12 inches is what you can expect. Okay, I appreciate you becoming a member if you figured that out. If you didn't, it's all right. You don't have to, but I do appreciate it. South Jersey Larry, I'm right across the river from Philadelphia, about a foot here. Yes, I would say that you're right on that. Okay. TH Pyro, thank you for becoming a member. Gil Clark, thank you for becoming a member. Gregory McCoy, thank you for becoming a member. David G, he's our first high risker. What's up, David G? So I tiered out there's tiers to becoming a member, right? There's a slight risker, a moderate risker, and a high risker. And I think David G is our first high risker. So thank you so much for that, man. Arthur Farah, thank you for becoming a member. I'm just going to be sitting here saying thanks for becoming a member the whole stream. And Jonesy, high risker. Thank you so much, guys. The cool thing about being a member in the future is not only being able to have access to the super in-depth live streams, but also the behind-the-scenes footage from tornado chasing. You're gonna get shout-outs at the end of every video and all that good stuff. So, all right, let's start talking about the weather here, if we can. We've got 607 viewers, guys. Make sure you're sharing this everywhere you can. And we've still got heavy snow showers in Indianapolis. Let's check that out. And then let's get on here on the radar. Let's really zoom in there. So as you can see, that first big band of snow showers is moving off to the north and east, but we do have another one forming right behind it. And it looks to me like there's a little bit of a dry slot right here, but that's going to be filled in. Don't worry, there's too much convection going on here for Indianapolis to get caught under a dry slot that lasts too long. You've got plenty of moisture back here. You've got plenty of that backwards rotation with the cold air coming in back towards the convective areas. So you're going to be just fine. All right, just fine. And then let's go back over to WSV3. Cincinnati, it should be seeing snow. Do we have anybody in here from Cincinnati? If you are from Cincinnati, peek outside and tell me if it's snowing out there. Check my Twitter, see if anybody sent me any stuff. Oh yeah, you guys are showing up on Twitter too. Check this out. Noblesville, Indiana. Oh man, it screwed up. But it's snowing there in Noblesville, Indiana. This is from Glenda Thompson. She's one of our members. Thank you so much. Joseph, what'd you say here? I want to become a member on your YouTube channel. I am on your page. I I can't find out how to become a member. Hopefully you figured it out. There's a link down in the description down below. You can click to become a member. Guys, if you want to send videos, pictures of what's going on in your area, or if you have questions that I'm not able to answer live on stream, make sure you send them to me on Twitter. I'm very, very active on Twitter. I'm always trying to reply to everybody, okay? Gemini 09 full, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I really do. I really, really do appreciate it. That box here, it just keeps up on me. There we go. Gil Clark, Scranton, Wilkes-Barre is looking good. You guys, you can definitely see a foot of snow. Now, the Canadian says you can see closer to 18 inches, which is possible, but I would say close around a foot of snow is possible for you guys. What you want to see is for that low pressure system to really track a little bit further west, and you want to make all those people in Long Island and on the coast of Delaware and New Jersey really mad, because in order for you to see the most snow, the coast there is really going to be shafted on their total snowfall numbers. So, yeah. Dizzy D upgraded to a high risker. Thank you so much. Oh, man, we're going to have so much fun with this stuff, man. It's going to be awesome. Let's see here. Jamie says, how do I switch to a high risker? It should be on the thing, man. Ava L, thank you so much for the super chat. How much total snowfall for New York City? If you can also specifically do Brooklyn after. New York City, Brooklyn, it's going to be pretty similar. I don't think there's any point in, differentiating between those two. I think New York City definitely has a shot of seeing over a foot of snow, maybe significantly more than a foot of snow. But if I was a forecaster for you, my safe bet would be 12 to 16 inches of snow is expected right now for New York City. Okay. Will Long Island get blizzard conditions? It's possible. You'll be close enough to the low pressure system to where you could maybe get some 35-mile-an-hour wind gusts. That's what's required for it to be considered a blizzard. But I don't know if there's enough there to issue blizzard warnings. Let's actually take a look at what kind of warnings are in effect right now. Daggone it. Why does it look like that over there? Oh, I figured it out. Don't you guys worry. So yeah, there are winter storm warnings all the way up to close to New York City right now. But we'll see tomorrow if they think there's going to be enough wind there. We might see a blizzard warning or two. I don't think so. I don't think that this is a real blizzard. That low pressure system isn't very strong. I talked about this in yesterday's video. It's like a 990 millibar low pressure system, which isn't anything to balk at, but a lot of time blizzards, they're 980s or they're 970s. You know what I mean? So the only reason this one has a chance of putting down so much snow is because of how slow it moves. It doesn't have anything to do with how strong it is. So yeah, this is all the winter storm warnings and winter storm watches down here. They issued a winter storm watch, winter weather advisory for me. Huh, I didn't even know that. They got scared. That's what it is. They got scared. This little band of snow that's moving up here, they got scared. This isn't snow, I don't think. I don't think this is snow. Let's go to YouTube and find out. So this is my city right here. It's raining. Oh no, it's snow. Is that snow? It's just snowing outside. Give me just a second. Hey, Bowles. It's snowing. It's snowing at my house. Who'd have thunk it? Who'd have thunk it? It was not supposed to snow. And check this out on WSV3. Pull this up over here. I'm right here near Pikeville. It shows all rain. Who'd have thunk it? I'm telling you guys, this storm is colder than what we thought it was going to be. That's a good sign. That's a good sign for everybody east of where the storm is right now. If you're on the coast somewhere, that's a good sign. All right. If you're in the Northeast, that's a good sign. 648 viewers. Hello. Welcome to the stream, guys. We're watching Winter Storm. What did the Weather Channel call it? Orlena? Or Old Lady? Something like that. We're watching her work across the Ohio Valley, and we are having a blast. We've got a bunch of new members today. Can't find my mouse. I have too many daggone monitors. Okay. And yeah, we're watching this really crank up. It looks like Indianapolis has seen a little bit of it's let up a little bit. It's not snowing as hard right now. We saw that coming on radar, but I do think it's going to pick back up. Okay. Kwama, thank you for the super chat. Any chance of a foot in Skokie, Illinois? What is that? There is definitely a chance of a foot of snow in multiple places in Illinois, but I don't know where Skokie is. Skokie. Okay, you're near Chicago. Oh man. There is definitely a chance that you could get a foot of snow, but I'm going to say no. I think that area near Chicago, 10 inches of snow is going to be on the higher end, especially now that, like I said, we're now casting. We got to look at the radar more than we look at the models. And it looks to me like the heaviest of the snow is getting ready to move in. So if you get 5 inches of snow within the next 3 hours, then yes, you'll see over a foot. If you get less than 5 inches of snow over the next 3 hours, then 10 inches will be your high end breaking point. Okay, that's my prediction for you. Okay. When will winter storm warnings be out for New York City? Soon. I'm actually surprised that there are no winter storm warnings just yet. Like that kind of doesn't make any sense. Let me zoom in here, make sure I'm not missing it. Yeah, they're just off to the south there. They're coming. Don't worry. You're under a winter storm watch right now. And just to your south and west, there's that winter storm warning. There's also a coastal flood watch in effect over here. So they are expecting some winds. But yeah, maybe the timing just isn't right yet. There will be a warning coming here. I'm almost certain of it. I'm waiting for the winter storm warning. Yeah, you guys will get it. Unless like your National Weather Service is asleep. Unless they're asleep. Whew. Will Long Island get a foot? I don't know. Long Island's tough, man. If you're the closer you are to New York City, the more snow you're going to get. That's all I can say about Long Island. Let's see here. There we go. I don't know if I caught it earlier. Do we have anybody in Cincinnati on here? It should be snowing pretty hard. Okay, here we go. Twitter people coming in clutch. Go back to the browser here. Here's a video from somebody in Independence, Kentucky, Cincinnati area, outside of Covington, Kentucky. Yeah, it's coming down. How much snow is that? You already have like an inch of snow there or more? Wow. Here's a forecast from the National Weather Service for Massachusetts. Boston, 6 inches. They're being really conservative here, and I don't blame them. This is why I always say, go with your local National Weather Service when it comes to like actually trying to figure out how much snow you're going to get. They're always conservative, it makes sense. Because here's what's going to happen, right? If they look at the models and they say, you know what, there's a good chance that Boston can get a foot of snow. And there is a good chance that Boston could get a foot of snow from this storm. And they go ahead and say that you're going to get a foot of snow. and then it only snows 6 inches, a lot of people are going to get mad, right? A lot of people are going to be upset with the National Weather Service, and they're going to, say that the National Weather Service sucks and all this stuff. But if they say, you know what, there's a good chance that Boston could get a foot of snow, but we're just going to say they're going to get 6. and then, they forecast 6 inches of snow, but you end up getting a foot. There's not nearly as much backlash there. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's going to get mad and storm the National Weather Service's social media and be like, oh, you forecasted 6 inches too less. Like, no, it's just not, that's not the way it works. So Boston, 6 inches is a good forecast. Bedford, just to the north and east, your NWS says 11 inches. So that's good. Let's see here. I'm about 10 minutes south of Cincinnati. Wow. Yeah, it's coming down good with that little band. Look how tiny that band of snow is too, guys. Like, it just started there. This is heavy snow showers. And I wish that was going to last a little bit longer in Cincinnati, because I think as soon as this is done, you're going to see this rain move in, unfortunately. All right, let's go back to Twitter. Guys, seriously, thank you so much for sending me the stuff on Twitter. That makes the show way more interesting. If you are on Twitter, follow me on Twitter at Ryan Hall Y'all. All my stuff's the same across all the different stuff. I even have a TikTok. Ryan Hall Y'all. Send me your reports. Send me your pictures. Send me all that stuff, okay, on Twitter. It's been snowing hard for 2 hours in Cincinnati. So, yeah. Awesome. Oh, I hear it. I think it's raining outside now. I think I've switched over to rain, unfortunately. Okay, we're at 698 viewers. 2 more. Come on, let's hit 700. We can do it. Share this. Put this on Twitter, Facebook. Put it on Instagram. Put it everywhere. Oh, yeah, we've got a decent little band trying to work into Chicago. See if we can't pull up Wrigley Field here. See that snow falling. Oh, yeah. Can't really see it, can you? That Indiana cam is the best one. Oh, there we go. There we go. I like that one. Keith upgraded to a moderate risker. Thank you so much, man. How many members do we have now? Do we have more than 20 members? The Weather Weenie Club is growing so fast. So here's if you're just now joining in, we've got 722 viewers now. This is a live look at Chicago as our big winter storm is moving in. Okay. Let's see here. Let's take a look at that radar. Chicago, you're getting ready to get the front of it. Okay. You're getting ready to get a bunch of heavy snow moving in. You can see it's coming from the south to the north. Now, don't be afraid. You can see this rain snow line right here. It looks, if you just initially look at it, you think that that's going to keep coming north, and it might shift a little bit further north, but I do think Chicago, you're going to stay all snow for the duration of this event, okay? But yeah, you've got heavy snow working in. And Glenda has sent us a new video on Twitter from Noblesville, Indiana. Check that out. How much accumulation would you say you have there? I know it's coming down good, but like how much would you say you have? Have you measured it yet? Guys, thanks so much for following me on Twitter. We've gotten like 200 new followers so far. It's gonna make these shows more interesting, being able to get photos and stuff from you guys. All right. Yeah, here's that little snow band moving through eastern Kentucky that brought me some snow. Can't believe it. It's raining and snowing here. Look, this is my house. Well, not my house, but this is my town. You can see the rain hitting down here, but you can also see the snow falling in the front on the foreground there. So we've got a little bit of a mixture going on. Cooper, no, 50 to 84 feet for DC. I don't think so. I don't think that's correct. Could be wrong. But I don't think that's correct. Man, if we're going to have 700 viewers often, I'm probably going to have to get some moderators for the chat. I did not even think about that, guys. I did not even think about that. Any thoughts on North Jersey? North Jersey, you're going to get a lot of snow, okay? North Jersey, I think you're in the sweet spot there for 12 to 18 inches. The further north you are, the better. Let's see here. Rain in Indy later. That's a tough one. Let me look at this. It does look like it's trying to approach in a little bit of a more aggressive way than what we thought. But it's also, this whole thing is less warm than what we thought it was going to be. So I would say that this line right here is going to hold strong. I don't think that rain is going to make it into Indianapolis for more than a couple minutes, or I'm sorry, a couple hours, if it makes it there. This right here may try to flatten out and be just south of you for a little while. Let's take a look at the latest HRRR. Clark Taylor, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate it. And I think we got another member too, but thank you for becoming a member. I would volunteer as a mod. Okay, I'll figure out who's going to be a moderator before the next live stream. But you definitely stay in touch, especially our members, our weather weenies. Okay, if you guys are interested in doing that, I would 100% love to have you on board to help make sure that the chat doesn't get too out of hand, because I know that can get annoying when you get close to 1,000 people watching. There's always going to be some bad apples in there. So, what was I getting ready to do? I forgot. Oh yeah, we're going to look at the HRRR. I think a new run of that has come out, and we'll take a look at the Ohio Valley. HRRR, let's take a look. This is the high resolution rapid refresh model. Brandon, thank you for becoming a slight risker. Got a new member, guys. We're growing strong. Heck yeah. Weather weenies for life. Composite reflectivity. All this part where I'm like trying to find the right model information, this is what I edit out in the videos. So you don't see me being like, which part am I looking for? Okay. Okay, so here's in Indianapolis, right? So as we go forward, here we are at 10 p.m., 2 hours from now, still getting heavy snow. You see, it shows those heavy snow showers really back building. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that we're going to have too much problem with rain, but there may be a little bit of a dry slot that comes through here. So we definitely got to watch out for that. But you're still going to get a pretty intense amount of snow. And then on the backside there, it's going to reform. You're going to have a little deformation band try to form on the backside of that low pressure system. And the HRRR really has that warm line going really far north. I don't know if that's going to go that far north in Ohio. That's further north than Columbus there. But yeah, Indianapolis, I think when it's all said and done, let's see what this model shows for you. Around a foot of snow is very possible. I think it's possible that you get more if you stay under those right bands of snow. And you are under that right band of snow, or you were just a minute ago, but it's coming back. Check this out. Like I said, it's back building. You've got another big shot of heavy snow coming right behind you. This is going to happen periodically throughout the night. So be ready for that. Christian, thank you so much for the super chat. Any thoughts on Delaware getting snow? Yeah, Delaware's going to get some snow. How much snow? It really depends on what part of Delaware you're in. Delaware is one of those states. It's tough. It's tough for you guys. You guys, I'm sure you get screwed a lot on your forecasts. I completely understand it, because you're in a weird spot. You really are to forecast. But the further north you are in Delaware, 100%, like you're in a good spot to get a lot of snow. But the further south you are, it might get a little tricky. I think if you're in very north Delaware, close to Pennsylvania and Maryland and New Jersey, close to a foot of snow is very possible. But down south in Delaware, closer to the shore, you're talking about maybe, if you're in the most southern part of Delaware, 2 inches. And then central Delaware, 2 to 4 inches. North central Delaware, 4 to 8 inches. very tip top north of Delaware, 8 to 12, something like that. What is going to cause thunder snow? Well, I'll tell you what's going to cause thunder snow. It's bands of snow like this. You see that red in there? That looks like a little line of thunderstorms that you would see in the spring or summer. I would be very surprised if there were no lightning strikes with that. Actually, I should have lightning data. Where's my lightning data? Oh, I do have lightning data. It's just not showing any right now. There may not be any lightning with these storms, but it is possible. A lot of times with thunder snow, the reasons it's so rare and people freak out when they see it is because there's not as much lightning happening in these kinds of systems as there are in an actual thunderstorm. But if there is any lightning, we should see it pop up here. I believe that I've got that turned on. I would love to be a mod. Glenda, I would love to have you as a mod. We will actually... Can I sort this out right now? There. Glenda is a moderator. Guys in the chat, straighten up or Glenda's going to ban you, all right? Here's the rules, all right? No spamming, all right? If you want to leave a message, leave your daggone message, but don't type it 17 times. No profanity, all right? No talking about bull crap. Let's keep it civil and let's talk about the weather. All right? I don't want to hear about none of that bull crap. I don't want you spamming. I don't want you talking about politics. I don't want to hear Donald Trump or Joe Biden's name, daggone it. We're talking about the weather. And Glenda, keep that in mind. You're in charge now, all right? Anybody else, any of my other members want to become a moderator? Let's go ahead and sort this out. What about Dizzy D? Dizzy D. Dizzy D, you look trustworthy. Can I trust you? Do you want to be a moderator? CMC says you are way more accurate than the other weather channel I used to follow. I appreciate that, man. There's a lot of good weather channels on here. I actually didn't know that. Oh man, Dizzy D. I'm trying to get you met. There you go, Dizzy D. Dizzy D is now a moderator. All right, and I know there's some other members that want to become moderators. I will. After this stream, we'll talk. We'll have our own little members only little discussion. All right, we're gonna have our own little VIP lounge. We'll chat it out. We'll see who's gonna be moderator. All right. All right. Let's see here. How much for Nova DC area? DC, all the way from DC to Baltimore. I definitely think it's easy to see a foot of snow. 100%. Scott A, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Richmond, Indiana, east of Indy, northwest of Dayton. Very good description of where you are. You're getting ready to get a big band of snow. Actually, I just found you on radar here. You said Richmond, right? Yeah, if you're in Richmond, Indiana, go outside. Go enjoy this. You're getting ready to get a very intense band of snow. We watched this move through Indiana, and it dumped the snow fast. You're probably going to see 1 inch or 3 of snow come down within an hour. Woo, doggies. So Richmond, Indiana, check it out. It's and send me a video on Twitter if you can. That'd be so cool if we could get a live report from Richmond right now. Let's check Twitter, by the way. Oh yeah, we've got reports flying in. Thank you guys so much for making this interesting. Graham Gardner, we've got almost 2.5 inches in Cincinnati. Half an inch from the last storm. Adds to the half inch left from the last storm. Okay. Very cool. Cincinnati is overperforming right now, I do believe. Snowfall in Lafayette, Indiana goes all the way up to my shoes, cars sliding left and right. Oh, wow. Oh, you've got a view. You've got a view of the of the traffic conditions. That's fun. Yeah, the roads are covered there. Where's the salt trucks, man? Don't you guys have a good road cleaning system? Here where I live, man, they're on it. I bet there's 1,700 salt trucks outside right now, even though it's just flurrying. Let's see here. The roads near Homer Glen are now covered with snow. Snow is coming down pretty good, too. Awesome. Thanks for the video. This is fun, guys. This is fun. This is what makes it fun right here. If you are not following me on Twitter, it's at Ryan Hall, y'all. We can get live reports right now. Snow's falling south of Dayton. Watch the Nowcast live. Awesome. Thank you so much for that. Is it cold out there, man? You're shaking. Oh, man. All right, let's take our focus now up to Chicago with our high definition, high resolution radar. K-Lot, let's get this up. All right, so here we are, Chicago. Chicago is getting ready to see that heavy band of snow now, and we are going to be able to watch it come in live on camera. Here's a view of Wrigley Field. Let's really pay attention to these little blocks here. You can't see my mouse, but you see the little, I don't know what they're called. They're like dividing the road from the walkway there. We should be able to actually keep up with around how much accumulation they're getting on those. So we can watch that as this band of snow moves through, okay? It'll be interesting. Thunder. I love that song, Chanu. 680 people watching now. Hog. That's what I'm saying, man. I had no idea we would end up with this many people watching the stream, especially with it being my first stream and the channel. You know, we just started doing this 3 weeks ago, so that's awesome, guys. 667 people watching. Let's get some more. You know, if you haven't already, go ahead and share this. Let's watch this storm with as many people as we possibly can. All right, guys. We're here to have fun, track the storm, turn off the Weather Channel, and turn on YouTube, son. Lee Salmons just became a high risker. How many high riskers do we have now? Lord, yeah, son. We're going to have a big old club full of members, guys. This is awesome. Let's see here. We had a great thunder snow in Seattle in the early 90s. That's awesome. 198 people. Nice. 683 versus 3. Oh, yeah. If you haven't liked the video yet, make sure you slap a like on it. We got 700 people here and you haven't hit like yet. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? I wish for 100 feet of snow. Me too, Rex. Me too. All right. So I'm going to come back to Twitter here in a minute. I want to see if we've got any new data from our weather models. I believe the 18Z is rolling. The 18Z is rolling, yep. So we've got a brand new weather model to look at, guys. We've got the Euro 18Z. Who wants to look at it? Who wants to look at it? Let's do it. Go browser. And boom. All right. The suspension is real. This one means a lot to the people in the Northeast. Okay, the Euro. A lot of forecasters, this is going to be the last suite of, you know, model runs that people look at before they make their final calls for snowfall. So let's put this into motion. It's showing pretty well what's happening right now. The Euro really doesn't show that warm bubble coming up too far north, unlike the HRRR. It keeps it pretty far south, really in southern Ohio here. And then that moves off to the east. Here we are, all snow in Maryland and Delaware at 7 p.m. on Sunday, okay? And then the warm bubble doesn't come up too far in Maryland either. So that's cool. And then we've got heavy snow in all of New Jersey and Long Island and New York City. And I was hoping Long Island would stay all snow, but the Euro does show that rain coming in for a pretty significant period of time. So even though you're really in Snowtown right there in Long Island and New York City, the rain does come in. But yeah, let's take a look at snowfall totals there. Oh, wow. How did my marker get so big? What the heck? How do I fix that? Oh, there we go. Okay. So once again, southeastern Pennsylvania from Allentown to Harrisburg. This looks like this is going to end up being where the most snow sets up. Let's zoom in to Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. Where are you at? There you are. Okay. Yeah, 21.6 inches of snow here. Even as far east as Easton, New Jersey. New York City shows 16 inches. And even, let's go to New York. Long Island here, all of Long Island showing 15 inches of snow or more, and this is absolutely possible. But the problem is, on the tail end of that, you're going to have rain. So if the main thing that you're concerned with, if you live in New York on Long Island and you want to see the snow fall, you want to see it pile up, you don't care how long it's there, it's a good day for you because that is definitely going to happen, okay? You're going to see heavy snow, possibly close to blizzard conditions at times, but that warm bubble is going to cause it to rain at the end of the storm. Unfortunately, central New Jersey looks like 18, 19 inches. It's crazy that we're getting this close to the storm, and the models are still putting out these kinds of numbers. Even near Philadelphia, 13, 14 inches is possible. It's getting exciting, guys. It's getting exciting. We got to do this again tomorrow. We got to do another live stream tomorrow. Who wants to see another live stream tomorrow? We got to be here during the thick of this. When is the thick of this? Let's look at the timing on this. U.S. regions, northeast. So the heaviest snow really is over here at 7 p.m. tomorrow. Perfect. Perfect. That is absolutely perfect. So the snow really starts coming into Maryland and Delaware around 4 p.m., 3 or 4 p.m., and then it really blows up. And we'll be able to watch some cams from downtown New York City around 7 p.m. Wait, am I looking at that right? Yeah. So from 1 p.m. all the way to 7 p.m. Yeah, I think that I'll start the stream tomorrow probably around 4 p.m. That sounds good to me. Or maybe even earlier. I might not do a regular video tomorrow and just do a live stream. Let's see here. Kyle, thank you for the super chat. He says, totals are high even with sleet because of the time span. Yeah. Just look. This is 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. That's a long time span for heavy snow to be falling. So... yeah, the Euro is looking good. Do we have the GFS yet? The 18Z GFS is out. And it looks to me like the 18Z GFS is a little bit weaker. Sorry for the erratic movements. This is how I look at it. 10-to-1 ratio. Southeast Pennsylvania, lock it in. Lock it in. Allentown, you guys are going to get snow. Philadelphia, you're going to get snow. And it's probably going to be a lot. All the models are agreeing now. The 18Z data is really showing a lot of snow for that area. Long Island, New York, bunch of snow. This kind of cuts off a little bit further south in New York. So upstate New York near Albany is not going to get as much according to this run. What else? Do we have a new Canadian? We do not have a new Canadian. NAM. Okay, so the 0Z NAM is rolling right now. Let's watch that. Let's watch the 0Z NAM together as it comes out. We've got 15 hours so far, okay? We're going to watch it come out frame by frame. We're going to keep refreshing. And we're going to get it going. 770 viewers, guys. Let's get to 1,000. Okay, so here we are, 15 hours out. This goes all the way out to 84 hours. So we're going to watch this come out. The way these work is whenever the models start rolling, they release one frame at a time. And sometimes it can take hours for the whole thing to be done. But we only need the next, 15 to 30 hours after this to really see the whole progression. So we won't be here all day. But there it is. This is what it's going to look like over the next little bit. Once again, the NAM is showing a much further south warm bubble, which is good for Indianapolis through Columbus, Ohio. If you want snow up here, you don't want that rain bubble to come too far north, and that's exactly what the NAM is showing is not going to happen. So we'll come back here. We'll refresh this here in a few minutes. For now, let's take a look at the snow at Wrigley Field in Chicago. And just so you can see it, this is the snow band that's getting ready to work in there. It's going to be intense, buddy. It is going to be intense. And the site that I'm using, I've seen some people ask, the site that I'm using to look at these weather models is called weatherbell.com. It costs like $300 a year. Okay. Definitely 100% worth it, but there are tons of places out there where you can look at the weather models for free. You got Pivotal Weather. You've got Tropical Tidbits. Just Google search this stuff. You can find it. I personally like the way Weatherbell looks. I don't care to pay for it because I pay for a lot of stuff that when it comes to the weather. That's why I need you guys to become members. Like this WSV3, this is awesome too. This radar that I use, you guys can get this. Like this is something that you can go get yourself. It's a beautiful tool and it's made for, broadcasting the weather and stuff. But this is like $300 a year or something like that. So I don't know if Weatherbell's $300 a year. I know WSV3 is $300 a year. Weatherbell costs money, but I don't know exactly how much. But if you guys want a cool weather tool to work with, this is completely customizable too. I definitely highly recommend WSV3. Additionally, Radarscope. This is another one that I use, and this is one that I will be using pretty much exclusively during severe weather season. This is the best radar, I believe, when it comes to finding hook echoes on supercells and looking at velocity and correlation coefficient data. Radarscope is only $10 on the App Store. You can get it on your phone or on your iPad, and it's absolutely amazing. I highly recommend it. And then I think it's like $10 a month or something if you want lightning data. But if you don't want to pay for any of that stuff, don't worry. I'm going to live stream it for you. You can look at it from me. All right. Let's refresh the NAM here. Let's see if we got any new data. Nope, nothing new on the NAM yet. Does it work for other storms? Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's 780 people here, so I probably haven't shown you this yet. So what we're looking at here on Radarscope is the reflectivity. This is what you would use, right, if you're looking at storms in the summertime. But this is also good for winter because you can really see where those heavy bands of snow are setting up. You see here in Kankakee in Illinois, just south of Joliet and Chicago, you can really see in high definition exactly where the heaviest bands of snow are falling. Now, if we change this to precipitation depiction, you can still see, but it's a little harder. There's not as much contrast. You just see dark blue, and you're like, okay, this whole area, it's snowing really hard. And it is. But with the reflectivity, you can just see it a little bit better. I like looking at it this way. This one is a little bit better for broadcasting, probably. So, that's why I have the WSV3 on here as well, because this one is definitely easy to read, and it's definitely easy to, it's very consumable for a large audience. Kenneth Simmons, thank you so much for the $20 super sticker. I didn't know you could do a super sticker. That's awesome. Thank you so much. And thank you to everybody who has become a member. I know I missed a person or two who became a member. I know we got Brandon Darnell. Thank you so much. Jamie, thank you so much. And all of our members, we got 790 people here now. Let's spam your awesome custom exclusive emojis in the chat so everybody can see how awesome you are and how awesome it is to be a member of the Ryan Hall Y'all Weather Channel, okay? Somebody said, why does nobody ever talk about Virginia? What? I'll talk about Virginia right now. You think I care? I'll talk about Virginia right now. Look here. We've got a pretty decent little band of snow going through Bluefield to Roanoke right here in the Appalachian region of Virginia. This is going to continue north and east, and I think it will be rain for a lot of people like near Danville and up in near Covington up here. But what's going to happen in Virginia, and I'll show you this on the weather models. Refresh the NAM. Let's refresh the NAM. Oh, we have new data on the NAM. So I'll show you that, and I'll also talk about Virginia while I'm doing it, okay? Let's see here. Show browser. There it is. Okay. So this is the brand new version of the NAM, okay? Hey, Stephanie Thacker become a high risker. That's my wife, guys. Echo and Steph are downstairs watching the stream, I guess. Everybody say hi to Echo and Steph. Thanks for becoming a member, Steph. That's awesome. Okay, so here's what's going to happen in Virginia. So what's going to happen is something called dynamic cooling, right? So a lot of this heavy precipitation is going to move into an area with low dew points. And what happens is the heavy precipitation, the surface temperatures aren't just naturally going to be low, right? But the heavy precipitation that's falling is going to cool down the atmosphere because a lot of it's going to evaporate before it hits the ground. And evaporation is a type of process that requires energy. And when you remove energy from the atmosphere, you remove heat and it gets displaced with cool air. You know what I'm saying? So you've got all this, precipitation falling, and it's cooling down the atmosphere as you go down, and eventually it's going to reach the surface, and you're going to have snow across Virginia, especially in the mountains and in northern Virginia here. This is 7 a.m. tomorrow. You're going to be looking at heavy to moderate snow, and then you're going to have ice in the southern part of Virginia here, Blacksburg to Danville. Ice is going to be a big problem. And then you're going to continue through. It's still a problem all the way into 1 p.m., but Northern Virginia is getting in on some good snow showers, and then that's as far as we can see on the NAM right now. So we're now 24 hours out on the NAM. It does look like, I really can't tell anything yet. It does look like it's still looking good for Maryland. It's still looking good for southeastern Pennsylvania and southern New Jersey, but I really need to see that secondary low pressure system pop up before I can see exactly what this is going to look like for the rest of New England, okay? But we're 24 hours out on the dam. This is what we've got so far. Let's take a look at snow totals just from what we got so far. It's still looking good for Indiana and Ohio, and it's starting to look good for people over here, okay? And we'll come back to that as soon as we have some more to look at. For now, let's look at Chicago. It's starting to snow heavy there. Tom Clooney, thank you so much for the super chat. He said, "Hi, Stephanie and Echo. Congrats on becoming a newborn." Oh, man. It is very fun. It's very fun to have a newborn, guys. I wish I could bring during tomorrow's live stream. I'll try to organize it to where we can have him make a brief appearance up here, okay? Echo. He is going to be on stream tomorrow. Looks like we've got some wins going on here in Chicago, too. Jarek Burke, what's up, man? Thanks for the super chat. I really do appreciate it. That's awesome. 199 towards a tornado probe. And that's not a joke either, guys. If you send a super chat, all this is going to go right back into the channel. And me and Jarek, the guy that just sent that, are probably going to try to build some tornado probes for our tornado chasing adventures. Like, we're literally going to get big old pieces of steel, weld them together, attach anemometers, barometers, hygrometers, and different instruments to them. We're going to drive out and try to place them in the path of tornadoes and then get the heck out of there real quick and receive the data from that after hopefully they get a direct hit from a tornado. We're also going to attach cameras to these probes, and hopefully they survive. And hopefully we'll have that footage. We're doing some crazy stuff, guys. Like, this is going to be absolutely insane. If you've never seen videos like that before, we're gonna try to compete with Reed Timmer and those guys, okay? With the Tornado Intercept vehicle and the Dominator and all that. NAM is updated. I haven't got. Oh yeah, it's updated by 1 frame. Let's take a look at the new frame of the NAM. Here's the full progression, and that's the newest frame. I still don't see the new transfer yet. I'm waiting to see that low pressure system form. There is a little bit of additional heights right here, but I don't have enough yet. Bridget Reed, thank you for becoming a member. Let's see your new emotes. Let's see them, guys. I'm going to type mine down in chat too. I worked really hard on these. These were hard to make. You have to make them really small, but you also have to make them high quality, and it was hard to do. Let's see here. James Frazier, thank you for the $20 super chat. That's going to buy almost a whole anemometer for a tornado probe. Snow in Zanesville, Ohio. How much do you think? Let's see here. Let's pull you up. All right, Zanesville. You're close to where what's his face? I really like him on YouTube here. Roman Atwood. He lives close to that area. So Zanesville, Ohio, you are going to get some snow. I would say 8 to 10 inches is safe. There's a possibility that you could see more than that. But I would say 8 to 10 inches is what you can expect. And the snow is getting ready to start there, I would say, in about an hour or two. Please follow me on Twitter and send me a picture or a video once it starts, okay? Any of you guys can do that right now at Ryan Hall, y'all, on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok, on all that stuff. That's my name, okay? Let's see here. Late 7 kills. Sorry, guys. I've drank too much Sprite Zero today. Hey, Ryan, love the videos. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Cody Riddle. Hey, Cody Riddle. What's up, man? I'm going to. Yeah, Cody Riddle, he will also be there going on the storm chases with us. We're going to have a whole crew, guys. We're really going to put a lot of work into it and try to make some of the best tornado videos that you've ever seen. It's going to be awesome. Best of luck, brother. Thank you, Joel. Thank you so much. Off-Road Dad. Thank you for the $20 super chat sticker. Heck yeah. Thank you so much, guys. This is awesome. Let's refresh and let's see if we got anything new here on the NAM. NAM, 30 hours out. Here we go. What? Here's our low. Let me go back one run. It's south. Look at that. So here's the run before it. Here's the run before that. Here's the run before that. Here's the newest run. Okay, well, it's not moved that much. I don't know why I was thinking this was forming out here. The heck is wrong with me? Okay, well, it's off the coast of North Carolina. That's what we like to see. And we are going to see that transfer up here too pretty quickly. And this is in this area right here is where it's going to meander, and it's really going to put down those totals up here. It's looking good. I do see a little bit more mixed precipitation and sleet and freezing rain in Delaware and Maryland than I would like to see. Let's go back to the old run. Okay, it looks pretty similar. I mean, like nothing too crazy has changed here, but yeah, that's what we're looking at right now with the NAM. 998 millibars already. Okay, we got another update. Okay, so it's a little bit stronger. That's good. 998 millibars right here at time 4 a.m. All right, I'm live analyzing new data of the NAM with you guys. Sorry if I'm not making too much sense. I'm just trying to process it. Okay, cool. We'll check back in on that right here in a second. And let's go back to Chicago because it is coming down up there. And we'll move our radar over there too. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this isn't even as heavy as it's going to get. The heaviest snow shower band is not even gotten all the way to Chicago yet. We have another view of Chicago. I don't know if it's any good. Yeah, I'm still watching. Okay, so you can see the roads there are starting to become covered. And it looks to me like there's definitely some accumulation on those little blocks. It's starting to pile up. How much do you think for Baltimore? We'll talk more about that after the NAM has completely ran through. We'll look at the snow totals, and that should be pretty accurate as to what we're going to get. So we'll talk about the totals for everybody after the NAM has completely updated. I like this view better. This, folks, is the definition of multitasking. Ryan Hall is a master multitasker. You don't even know. I wish. I need to install another camera behind me so you can see all the stuff that's going on in front of me. I have a computer monitor over here where I can see myself and all of the instruments that I'm using to live stream. I have a computer monitor in front of me right here where I see the weather models and the chat. I can see you guys. Hey, how you guys going? And I got over here, I've got both of my weather radars on 2 separate monitors over here. And then up here, I have a giant TV with oh man, the webcams, the live streams of what you're seeing on the stream right now. And it's kind of tough to manage it all, to be honest. 500 likes. So we got 772 viewers and only 500 likes, guys. Come on, we got to get it to 700. If you haven't liked already, smash that like button, like literally smash it, okay? And also, if you haven't already, share this around. We're trying to hit 1,000 viewers. That's the goal for tonight. If we don't hit it tonight, we'll definitely hit it tomorrow. But let's try to hit it tonight. DC, please. We're going to talk about snow totals, guys. If you want to hear me talk about how much snow you're going to get, we got to wait for the NAM to get done rolling. All right. Let's refresh the NAM. Let's see if we got any new data. Refresh, and oh, we're out to 36 hours. Yes, we do have new data. Let's compare this to the 18Z. It's kind of, I mean, not much has changed here. The precipitation shield is a little bit further south. That rain warm bubble is a little bit further south that's good for Long Island. We haven't got to the really heavy convective snow showers yet, but we're coming to that. Additionally, I want to talk about this area back here from Ohio down to Eastern Kentucky, Tennessee, Georgia, and Alabama. I'm pretty sure we might have some people in here from that area. This is going to be a pretty decent little setup for us. Once this low forms over here, we're going to have some pretty good north-west wraparound winds coming through. And when that happens, we get all this moisture that's hanging out here around the lakes, and it gets pushed down here, and we get lake-enhanced snow, especially in the mountains of West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, down into Georgia. We could easily see 1 to 3 inches, possibly more than that in the higher elevations. And then you guys down here as far as central Tennessee, northern Georgia, northern Alabama, you guys could see a trace to an inch of snow if you get under that right band of snow. You can see that a little bit better on the reflectivity type. Let me show that to you. Yeah, so this is kind of what the radar is going to look like as we go forward. There's that snow moving into Maryland, and then here's our convective energy that's going to try to work down from the Great Lakes. And look at that. It's this widespread snow showers for all of Kentucky, Tennessee, Georgia, and Alabama. That's going to be fun. Oh, and we're at hour 39. There's our snow. And it's looking good. It's not looking as good for southeastern Pennsylvania so far, but we're not done. Okay, we're not done. This low still has to track back, and then it's going to go like this. So let's see what the snow totals are looking like so far. That 10-to-1 ratio. They're starting to pile up over here, but we're not done yet. Okay, we're just 39 hours in. That's the progression so far. And comparing this to the last run, I mean, nothing really has changed, which is good. Which is good, guys. Oh, Glenda, Jamie, everybody's spamming their emotes. I appreciate it, guys. Albany is getting no snow. Albany is getting snow. It's not going to be as much as your neighbors to the south, but Albany is definitely getting snow. The NAM pushes the warm mid-level nose much further north. Then what? The NAM does push it north compared to other models, but compared to itself from the last run, it's not that much different, honestly. It might be a little bit north, but it's not that bad. All right, let's refresh. Let's see if we can get out to 48 hours. 39. No new data yet. Go back to our live view of Chicago. Is it snowing again in Indianapolis yet? I'm going to go back there. Check them out. Oh, we got an ad. Boo. Boo. Oh, we're getting ready to. Ooh, this will be interesting. All right, check this out. What am I doing? Oh, okay. So here we are back in Indianapolis, and we have that rain snow line inching closer. Okay. This is what we don't want to see happen. I don't know for sure, but I don't think it's going to get too much closer. Here we have an intense area of heavy precipitation moving towards Indianapolis. If that's all snow, you guys are going to end up with a ton of snow. But if we get rain mixing in, it may not be good. Let's check out the camera. Let's check out the camera up there, Indiana. As you can see right now, this is near Indianapolis. It's not snowing. They're in that dry slot. And you can see that pretty clearly on the radar. But we have to keep an eye on this. We have to watch it as it moves further north and east. They start seeing rain. That's not a good sign. Drew Paxson, thanks for the $2. I really appreciate it. What are the requirements for Snowtown? So if you want to be in Snowtown, you gotta have at least 12 inches of snow expected to come on the ground. You gotta have winds in excess of 10 miles an hour. Like if it's snow just coming straight down, it's not Snowtown, baby. Okay. The snow has to be going at a diagonal level. All right. Or it's not Snowtown. Additionally, you have to live in a town with more than 1,000 people in the population. If you live in a snow village, it's not Snowtown, baby. All right, let's refresh the NAM and let's see what we got on here. Do we have any new data from the NAM? No, we don't. Still 39 hours out. I'm kind of confused about the NAM. Is that what will happen or just a model as well, but shorter range? Yes, vitamin P. This is just another model, but it is a shorter range model. This is what I personally like to look at this time frame. There's a lot of models you can look at. There's the RPDS, or the RDPS or something. There's the HRRR. There's a lot of different things that you can look at, but I like to look at the NAM. That's my favorite one to look at this time range. It's not always correct, and in fact, it's usually a little bullish on the snow totals. But I've always found that it's a little bit more reliable than some of the other ones. But yeah, it is just a snow. It's just a model, not exactly what's going to happen. Nobody knows for sure exactly what's going to happen. What's up with the NAM? It's slow today, man. It's not wanting to roll. Okay, there we go. 42. All right, here we go. We've got heavy snow in Long Island now. Let's compare this to the 18Z, and that's heavier. Go back and forth here. That's the old one. That's the new one. That's the old one. That's the new one. So this is stronger. This is a stronger low pressure system with much heavier snow coming on Long Island now into Connecticut and Rhode Island. This area of southeastern Pennsylvania doesn't look too impressive on the NAM so far. Let's see some of the older runs. Yeah, even the older runs of the NAM didn't see this area of Pennsylvania getting clobbered like the rest of the NAM has been really consistent with this bullseye here on Long Island. It's the only model that I've seen. The Canadian doesn't do it. The Euro does it a little bit, but it still has the bullseye over here. The NAM just sees something about that northern edge of that low pressure system really culminating all that moisture on top, and it doesn't really fan out to the west like it does on the rest of the models. That's interesting. It's been very consistent showing that. I don't know if that's what's going to happen. But if it is, then whew, the NAM is about to win some awards, son. Looks like a lot of sleet around Philly. Yeah, this is the NAM. Okay, now we're going to keep watching the NAM. But if anybody's just now joining in, I want to show you the other models too. I want to show you what all the other data is suggesting. Here's the latest Euro, the 18Z Euro that's rolling out. Okay, so the Euro says southeastern Pennsylvania is going to get a ton of snow, and we can look at the 10-to-1 ratio snowfall totals there. That's the Euro. Okay, that's even good for Long Island too. The GFS is a little bit lighter, but it has that bullseye right here in Pennsylvania. And the Canadian, oh boy, the Canadian. The Canadian says, heck yeah. But the NAM is a little weird right now. It's real weird right now. but we have to look at it because it is a very reliable short range model, and I don't want to give up on it. Looks like they all push north. There was a little bit of a northward trend today. Yeah. What about Washington Courthouse, Ohio? What? Is that a place? Washington Courthouse? Ohio's getting ready to get in on some snow. Like the snow band is getting ready to work into all of Ohio right now. If you are in Ohio, let's take a look at this. Southwest of Columbus, near Dayton. In Dayton, it should be pouring the snow right now. Cincinnati picked up a couple inches real quick, but it's starting. It looks to me like it's starting to switch over to sleet and freezing rain. If you're in Cincinnati, please confirm that with me via Twitter. Speaking of Twitter, let's look at Twitter. It's been a second since I've looked at it. Oh, we got news reports. Let's see here. Skokie, Illinois, just north of Chicago. Love your channel. Thanks for everything you do. Yeah, it's coming down in Skokie. Look at that, man. I wish I would have chased this storm. I wish I would have drove out to Illinois. That would have been nice. Louisa, Kentucky, 8:30. Everything was melted and now covered. All right, Louisa, Kentucky. That's that little forward flank of snow that we saw coming through. This is Grayson, Kentucky. Grayson, Kentucky's getting in on some snow. That's from Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. And thank you, Kyle. And thank you, Kwama. Thank you guys so much for sending these in. Oh, wow. It's coming down good there in Louisa. I didn't notice that. Look at this. That's just a little bit north of me, too. It's not coming down like that here at all. Noblesville, Indiana. Oh, wow. It's coming down quick for you. Keep me updated, Glenda. Because I really do think that if that rain doesn't make it to you, if that rain doesn't ruin it for you, you're going to be the winner here. You're going to get a bunch of snow. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter so you can send me videos like this, it's at Ryan Hall, y'all, okay? All right. Okay, guys, so we've been going for 2 hours, and I'm out of Sprite Zero. So I'm going to really quickly go get me a new Sprite Zero. Here's what I want you guys to do while I'm gone, all right? Just going to be gone for like 2 minutes. Share this stream. We got to hit 1,000 viewers tonight. We have to do it. I've done set the goal. We got to do it, all right? Also, if you are now a member of this channel, explain down in the chat why everybody else should become a member too. Explain all the awesome benefits, okay? And then I will be right back with a brand new Sprite Zero.
Snow is falling with a temperature of 31 at South End and 31 at Chicago. It was cloudy with a temperature of 32 at Portland, 28 at Coldwater, 32 at Defiance, 29 at Toledo, and 31 at Lyman. At Indianapolis, snow and fog were reported with a temperature of 31. At Lafayette, snow and fog were reported with a temperature of 34. This is a weather statement for the following counties in Indiana: DeKalb, Elkhart, LaGrange, Noble, and St. Joseph, and the following counties in Michigan: Berrien and Cass, and the following counties in Ohio: Defiance and Henry. Winter weather advisory remains in effect from 7 p.m. this evening to 7 p.m. Sunday. What? Snow expected. Total snow accumulations of 4 to 7 inches. Where? Portions of northern Indiana, southwest Michigan, and northwest Ohio. When? From 7 p.m. this evening to 7 p.m. Sunday. Impacts. Travel could be very difficult. Additional details: light snow will overspread locations north of Route 30 during the evening hours, possibly becoming heavy at times late this evening into the overnight hours. The snow will persist into Sunday, tapering off from west to east. Slow down and use caution while traveling. Now here is the forecast. Winter storm warning in effect until 7 p.m. Sunday. Tonight, snow. Snow may be heavy at times after midnight. Snow accumulation of 5 to 6 inches. Lows in the upper 20s. East wind 15 to 20 miles per hour. Sunday, snow. Snow accumulation of 1 to 2 inches. Highs in the lower 30s.
Oh, yeah.
Miles per hour.
Oh, yeah.
Chance of snow through the night.
Hurry up, boy.
Rain early in the morning.
Gotta love that Sprite Zero, son. Can't get through the day without that Sprite Zero. I'll tell you that right now, look. Hey, we got MBGC Weather in the chat. What's up, man? How's it going? Glad to have you here. Guys, this is another weather tuber that I actually enjoy watching. Let me turn this radio off. He is in the chat with us. Everybody say hi to MBCG Weather. What's up? Glenda, you're doing a good job. She is telling everybody to become a member because everybody does need to become a member. Okay? That is exactly what needs to happen. Somebody says, how do you become a member? Well, if you're on a desktop, if you look below the video right next to subscribe, it'll say join. Hit join. If you're on a mobile phone, there's a link in the description. Hit that. It'll take you to your internet browser, and you can join that way. You join. You'll be able to get exclusive emojis. You'll be able to access exclusive live streams and member-only chats, okay? We have like a little VIP lounge, a little weather weenie VIP lounge we're going to be hanging out in all the time, okay? And we're only the coolest weather people. Anyways, you're going to be able to get a cool badge next to your name in the chat. Additionally, you're going to be able to get behind-the-scenes footage of our tornado chases from this spring. And if you become a high-risk supporter, which is the top tier, you're going to get a shout-out at the end of every single video that I make, all right? So look into that if you want to. All right, so we dropped some viewers there, but that's okay. I know we still have some new ones that have just joined in. I want to go over and recap everything that we're looking at right now, okay? All right, here is the current status of the storm in the Ohio Valley. Indianapolis is a war zone right now, okay? The warm air is trying to infiltrate. They had a very significant and heavy band of snow move through just a couple, like 30 minutes ago, an hour ago, and now another heavy band of precipitation is getting ready to run through, but it might be rain. That's what we don't want to see. However, up here north in Chicago, they are getting ready to get hit by one of the heaviest bands of tonight, and we may be able to look at them if I can find the camera. Yeah, here we go. Let's check out Chicago right now. It's snowing hard, but it is getting ready to snow harder. We will keep an eye on that. And then if we look at the weather models, we're waiting on the NAM to finish rolling out. Let's see if we've got any new data. We definitely do. Okay, there we go. That's pretty much what I wanted to see right there. You can see that this low pressure system does cut back. Daggone it. Where's my pen? Okay. It does cut back, and it is stronger this time. So it's cutting back a little bit closer to the coast, which is fine because due to the fact that it's stronger, it's being able to, pull in some cold air here. And we have some of the heaviest snow showers you've ever seen in Long Island, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Cape Cod even right now. And this is, what time is this? 7 p.m. on Monday, February 1st. We've got a lot of snow coming down there. And now the NAM, this is not a good run for southeastern Pennsylvania, but this is the only model that is this bad for southeastern Pennsylvania. Okay, so if you're in southeastern Pennsylvania, don't freak out. Don't freak out. It's okay. Let's see here. 10-to-1 ratio snow totals. Big bullseye right here, man. New England is really getting ate up. It looks to me, let's zoom in here on New York. Can we do that? This is New York. Yeah, look at here. 2 feet of snow, New York City. How fun would that be? Big Ron Johnson, thanks for becoming a member. Really appreciate it. Mm. And he's a high risker. He's a high roller, son. Welcome to the club. It's gonna be awesome. But yeah, here's that 2 foot area right around New York City. The NAM loves New York City for snow right now. I don't know what the deal with that is. All the other models aren't really as excited about this area, but hey, I'm sure they'll take it. Let's drop back in on Chicago here. It's still coming down. We're waiting on that big band of snow to move in. It should be any time. I hope this thing is right. Ryan, you and me both. We're getting heavy snow here in Kokomo, Indiana. Kokomo, Indiana. So that big band of snow that went through Indianapolis earlier is now moving into Kokomo, into Muncie, pretty much all these areas north and east of Indianapolis. Let's go back over to the radar here. This is also moving into Dayton, Ohio. Do we have anybody from Dayton, Ohio in the chat? Do we have anybody from Dayton, Ohio in the chat? Can you please stick your head outside and see how hard it's snowing for me? Maybe send me a video on Twitter. I would love to show it here on the show. This is going to be moving into Union City pretty soon, Fort Wayne pretty soon. And it's already moving into Lafayette up here. And all these areas near Chicago, just south and west of Chicago, is really getting pummeled right now by some heavy snow. You can see it. You can see a little bit of it here on the weather cam, but it's getting ready to get even more intense than that as we go forward. What was that? My little mini feed here is not keeping up with the super chats and stuff. But James Frazier became a slight risker. Thank you so much. David G, $5 super chat. So we just got screwed in Tom's River again on that run. I think I'm changing my name to #1 slight risker. Hey, listen, the NAM, I like the NAM. I like the NAM. I like the NAM, but it's the only one showing that right now. That the probability of the NAM being the only one that is correct is low, but it does carry some weight, so I am concerned. Let's go back to the NAM. Actually, I want to see if that's finished rolling out yet or not. NAM 12 kilometer. Oh, that's what we were just looking at? Yeah, let's refresh. This now goes out to 60 hours. I mean, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much done, right? Yeah, the last bit of the snow showers are starting to move out. This is going to move north pretty quick. And that's what we've got. That's awesome for New York City and Long Island. I mean, like 22 inches in central Long Island. There's a lot of people watching this right now that would love to see that. Am I right? Say yes, sir, in the chat if you would like to see that. Let's zoom out though. East. There we go. And this is a good run for the rest of Ohio. The only region it's not very good for is southeastern Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland. But it's crazy. The rest of the models say this is the jackpot area. The NAM is just like, it's that cool kid, right? It don't want to deal with all the other models. It doesn't want to have anything to do with them. Because look at this. Look at the Canadian. What? Oh, I'm so glad I am not an on-air TV meteorologist in Philadelphia right now. I feel so bad for them. Jeez, man. Oh man, you messed it up. #1 high risker. Oh, you're the #1 high risker, David G. Of course. #1 high risker. It's coming down in Dayton, Ohio. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're getting in Snowtown, baby, in Dayton, Ohio. Look at him. Look at that big snowband coming in there. I really hope that the warm line's holding strong. It's trying to move into Cincinnati, but it's not progressing north very quickly. Maybe Dayton stays all snow? Wouldn't that be nice? Let's check here, see if we got anything else. All right, let's go back to Twitter. Let's look at we've got a whole big group of live on the ground storm reporters, storm spotters that are sending tweets to my Twitter right now. This is probably the coolest thing ever as a weather geek, having this much data available to me. Thank you guys, everybody who's sending me videos right now. This is the coolest thing you could ever do for me. So Cincinnati is seeing some rain. So we were just looking at the radar there, and we saw that mix line coming into Cincinnati. I was concerned that was actually going to switch over to rain, and it does look like that's what's happening in Cincinnati. So thank you, Frovo Go No. I'm sorry, I probably screwed your name up, but thank you so much for that report. Here's a picture from Foxhound. I'm not sure where he's from. Oh, Pritchard, West Virginia. Awesome. It's coming down pretty good over there. Here we go. Rock Falls, Illinois. There we go. We're getting some snow town, baby. Yeah, so if you want to follow me on Twitter, my name is Ryan Hall, y'all. Ryan Hall, y'all. That's my name. And you can send me reports. Let's see what everybody else is saying. What is this about? This is okay, already close to 5 inches near Lafayette, Indiana. That's impressive. Maysville. I follow a lot of people who are, just talk about the weather on Twitter. The NAM is trash. Funky Game says the NAM is trash. Who agrees? Who says the NAM is trash? Oh, look here. This is a picture of a tornado. I don't think this is from today. Definitely not today. But we actually had a pretty intense tornado outbreak earlier with this storm down in Missouri and near Arkansas, I believe. Couldn't believe that. There was only a 2% chance of tornadic activity. But boy, did we have some crazy stuff going on. We had storm chasers out there that got some good videos of it, but there were actually tornado warnings. Pretty bad little outbreak that was kind of unexpected. All right. Okay. So let's flip back over to the radar here. Everybody in the chat does not like the NAM. I guess we don't have a lot of Long Islanders in here right now. No, we do. It's just a lot of back and forth. I see. Oh, boy. Just for you people in southeastern Pennsylvania, I'll throw this back up on the screen so you can have some eye candy. This is what we want to see, right? This is what we want to see verify. 33.8 inches. Close to 40 inches further north. We had a storm like this in December, but it was more up here. It's your turn now, right? Near Philadelphia, Allentown, Harrisburg, Easton. You guys want it. Lisa R., thank you so much for becoming a slight risker. I really appreciate it. What's the percentage of 10 inches of snow in DC? Percentage of 10 inches of snow in DC. I'll say 50%. Abdul, thank you for the $1.99 super chat. I really do appreciate it. All right, I got to take this down. I got to take this image down before somebody screenshots it and says this is my forecast. This is how much I'm predicting, because it's not, okay? Not. It would be nice, but it's not. Let's see. We got anything else new? We've already looked at the 18Z, right? We looked at the 18Z Euro, 12Z Canadian. What else we got here? RPDS. We already looked at the 18Z version of this, right? Or did we? I'm getting lost here, guys. Buddy. Yeah, this looks like it's going to do the same thing as the earlier run of the Canadian. Just dump it right here. Yeah, we're not even close to halfway done, and that's what it's showing so far. The 18Z. John Rules says he predicts it will snow. I think you're right, man. I think you're right. Speaking of snow, check this out. It is snowing hard in Chicago. Look at the 3-kilometer 0Z NAM. Okay. Man. The NAM loves New York City. All right, 3-kilometer 3-kilometer NAM. Let's take a look at it. Boom or bust? What do you guys think? God. Here's what I'm learning, all right? The more of this model data that I look at, I think, you know who's going to get the most snow from this? If you are close enough to the rain that you can literally smell it, you're going to get the most snow. Because look at the gradient here. The heaviest snow showers are falling right next to that warm area. Long Island here, if the NAM verifies, Long Island is going to get more snow than they have seen in a very long time. Wow. Look at the 10-to-1 ratio. 22 inches, 2 feet of snow. Why not? Central Long Island, 2 feet of snow. Let's go. Hey, Bulls. I got good news. It's snowing in Indianapolis again, which means that the rain didn't win. Look at here. We've got that rain-snow mix line. Right here on top of Indianapolis. And I don't know if it's going to try to come any further north or not, but it was just snowing. I swear it was. maybe we've lost it. Let's look at that other view. You can see the roads are clearing up a little bit, but it is snow. It is snow. I think the roads are clearing up because they finally got their salt trucks and stuff moving through. But yeah, I don't think it's switching over to rain. I definitely see snow there, but I don't think it's switching over. What's the address? I can send a bottle of bourbon and a 6-pack for tomorrow's stream. I'm probably gonna need it, man. This is quite stressful because usually at this point the models start to, they start to culminate. They start to agree. But we have there's nothing that agrees. Got the Canadian. Well, a lot of them do agree on that bullseye in southeastern Pennsylvania. The Euro, that looks good. I still like the Euro the best. The GFS, and then the NAM. The NAM is the one that's the most different. And then the RPDS, which that's not finished. So, what about the Icon? Eh, meh. I'm going with the Euro. I like the Euro. This is the one that I think looks the most realistic. How accurate is the NAM? The NAM, I mean, all the weather models are not very accurate, especially not anymore. I really do feel like there was a time around 20 from like 2010 to 2015. I feel like they did all right. I feel like even as far as like 5 days out, you could be a little bit confident in what they were saying. But I think the Euro and the Canadian are the most accurate. I have no reason for saying that. You know, you don't have to listen to me. But it just in my personal opinion, my experience with these weather models, the Euro and the Canadian do the best. But when it comes down to like short range, I like to look at the NAM. I do. Because not necessarily because it's any more accurate, but because it's a higher resolution. So you can see a little bit in better detail what it's talking about. Like this big on the Canadian here, this big area of very high snow totals. If that was higher resolution, we might be able to see that, oh, it's actually talking about the higher elevations here, and due to the low resolution, it's kind of like meandered these totals out in a big circle. We can't see that because it's a low resolution. Each parcel of data is like that big, whereas on the NAM they're smaller. Does that make any sense? Super res correlation is a great tool to see where the snow transition is. You are absolutely right. And we have the ability to look at that on Radarscope here with the correlation coefficient. Actually, do we have super? Yeah, we got super res correlation coefficient. This is also a good tool. Oh, that's differential. On it. Correlation coefficient. Yeah, this is yeah, that really tells the story right there. This is also a good tool. I know a lot of the experienced weather weenies already know this, but this is also a really good tool to detect larger tornadoes and see whether or not they're on the ground. Because what this does is it takes an average of all the particles that are in the atmosphere, and if they're all almost the same size, like raindrops, for example, then they will all look very similar, and they'll all have this same like kind of tone to them. But if there's different size stuff in the cloud or whatever, then you'll see a signature on the correlation coefficient that attunes to that. Like, so if we have a debris ball up in the air with tornadoes, you can see that on the correlation coefficient. And also, snowflakes and sleet and stuff are a little bit of a different size. Not much, but a little bit different than raindrops up in the clouds. So we can kind of see that where that rain snow line sets up on the correlation coefficient. And we can also, and the radar also does a lot of that work for us here on the precipitation depiction. And it still shows Indianapolis getting all snow. Let's check back in on them. Oh yeah, it's snowing hard there. It needs to snow harder though. It needs, like, if they're going to see that foot of snow, we really need this rain to back off. James Willis says that's incredible technology. You're absolutely right. The stuff that we have for weather is absolutely mind blowing, and a lot of people don't even know about it. A lot of people have no clue how much absolute insane technology we have to observe and predict the weather. And obviously it's still really hard to do. But even weather models, just weather models by themselves freaking blow my mind. There's so much data that gets put into those supercomputers, and it processes it all. And even though it never gets it exactly right, the fact that a week ago we saw this coming, is crazy. We literally predicted the future. Not exactly, but the fact that the models picked up on a signal for a storm a week and a half ago, some of them did, that was going to affect the Ohio Valley and East Coast. I mean, if you really think about it, it's mind-blowing. All right. What are the next runs that are coming out? What are we looking for next? GFS. When's the 0Z and the 0Z Canadian and GFS come out? That's what I'm looking forward to. Joseph says, any possibility for a dry slot to affect New York City? Yes, there is always the possibility for a dry slot to occur in storms like this. You cannot predict where that's going to happen though. So I mean that's really all I have to say about that. I don't know. It's hard to tell. We will be able to tell tomorrow, and I'm going to do another one of these live streams tomorrow, and we'll be looking at that. So make sure you're here, okay? Let's go to Vorticity. I want to show you guys something. The one that I'm looking for. What is it? The Canadian? That's the one. Nah, never mind. I'll wait for some new data to come out to show you what I was getting ready. Glenda, thank you so much for spamming our emotes. Once again, I worked really hard on those. We're at 709 viewers right now, guys. Make sure, if you haven't yet, to share this live stream with everybody. I'm going to go for a little while longer. All right, I've still got some energy in me. And then we're going to really take a look at what's happening in Chicago and Indianapolis here. And then right here, I would say in probably about 15 minutes, once the NAM is completely done rolling and I can analyze all the new runs, the whole 12Z and 18Z suite, I can soak it all in completely. We'll do another round where you guys can put your location in the chat, and then I will tell you how much snow you can expect and when you can expect it to start and all that good stuff. I'm going to try to do that again if we can here in a minute. So let's share this. Let's try again for 800 viewers. All right. And let's take a closer look at Indianapolis. It's getting really interesting there. The precipitation it's hard to tell what's going to happen here. I mean, like the warm air is trying to progress north, but I think the cold is winning. And it's really important, if you live somewhere, not here, it's important what happens here. If this ends up getting overtaken by rain, then that means that warm bubble is going to progress a little bit further north through the whole system. But right now, the snow's winning. As you can see up there on the live stream, it is absolutely pouring the snow in Indianapolis. This is Carmel, little town just outside of Indianapolis, and it is coming down, son. And then let's take a look at Chicago as well. I wonder if they've gotten in on that bigger band of snow yet, and it looks like it is working in there. They also have this warm wedge trying to break in here, but I don't think that'll be a very big problem for Chicago at all. Let's see here. Can I show this to you all? Sorry, excuse me. I'm allergic to warm wedges. Oh yeah, it's coming down good in Chicago. Let me show you guys. DPK, Allentown, Pennsylvania. Allentown, Pennsylvania, you are in one of the best locations to receive very significant amounts of snow from this storm. Okay, let me show you what the Canadian is showing. Yeah, 35 inches of snow. Let me show you what the GFS is showing. Oh man, what did I do? Oh man. East 10 to 1. About 23 inches of snow. The Euro, about 19 inches. Now, the NAM, still about 12 inches. So, Allentown, Pennsylvania, you are definitely going to get a lot of snow from this storm. No doubt in my mind whatsoever. If you're in southeastern Pennsylvania between Allentown and Harrisburg, it's looking good. Now, if you're further in southeastern Pennsylvania near Philadelphia, up through, that little divot of Pennsylvania that works into New Jersey, a little bit tougher there. We're not 100% sure yet, but from Allentown back to State College, through Williamsport, back in a line to Scranton, in that circle there, I think you guys are going to do pretty good. Pizza Gone Wild. Can I get a shout out? Yes, you can. Shout out to Pizza Gone Wild. What about Delmarva? We'll talk more about that here in a second. Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh looks to me like 3 to 6 inches is possible for you guys. You guys aren't going to be getting in on that big, sweet, thick line of snow. Is there a chance for over a foot in northern Delaware? There is. Absolutely, there is a chance. You don't want to see the NAM's map here because the NAM is just showing maybe 3 to 6 inches for you. I do believe the Euro looks better for northern Delaware. Yep, you're over a foot there. GFS, if you're in very northern Delaware, it looks good. The Canadian looks very good all the way through Delaware. The Canadian is definitely the fan favorite tonight if you're a snow lover. If you're not a snow lover, you probably are a fan of the NAM, unless, of course, you live in New York City or Long Island, because New York City and Long Island is going to get buried in snow, according to the NAM. The new emojis are nice. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Seriously, thank you guys. Thanks everybody so much who has become a member of this channel. Couldn't have asked for a better first stream. I really couldn't have. Move it all north. Is there going to be blizzard conditions in Allentown, Pennsylvania? Probably not. There may be brief periods of time where there are blizzard conditions, but I do believe that the majority of if you're looking for blizzard conditions, that's going to be more likely closer to Long Island, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and over in Massachusetts. Still, I don't think there will be prolonged periods of blizzard conditions. In order for it to be considered an actual blizzard, I think the winds have to be in excess of 30 to 50 miles an hour for more than 30 minutes or something like that. I don't know exactly. Blizzard condition what is that? Sustained winds of 35 miles an hour or greater, visibility of less than a quarter of a mile. So the duration doesn't matter, I guess. So once again, I think there will be brief periods of blizzard conditions, but not a sustained blizzard. This will not be memorized as a blizzard. The blizzard of 2021, I don't think that's what this will be called in the future, because even though a lot of people are going to get a lot of snow, it's just not that kind of storm. Blizzard Town, baby. It's raining in Indianapolis. Is it raining in Indianapolis? Is it raining in Indianapolis? Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Indianapolis. Radar is just like it. It don't know what's going on in Indianapolis. It's still snowing in Carmel. It's still snowing in Carmel. I don't see any rain there. Could be wrong. Definitely snowing less intensely. And you can see that like it's not very impressive with the snow right now. Indiana is a battleground right now. And it may be that areas just north and northeast of Indiana get the most snow. Fortunately. Crazy Weather Central TV, thank you so much for being here. It's fine that you're late. I started early. I've been streaming now for 3 hours. This is the longest stream I have ever done. Bro, it's so dry in Columbus. I'm bored. Columbus, Ohio, you're getting ready to get it. It's getting ready to snow. You got a little bit. If it's not snowing right now, you've got Virga. You got this first little wave of precipitation that is kind of evaporating before it hits the ground. But when this big section of snow that's going through Wilmington right now, when that gets to you, it's going to come down hard and it's going to come down quick. And I do expect a video or a picture on Twitter. Okay. Keith, Tom's River, New Jersey. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I really, really appreciate it. Maryland complete. Go over. It's looking so unique on the model. Hunter, since you are a member, you get extra special perks. So yes, we will go over Maryland in depth just for Hunter because he is a member. All right, let me pull up Maryland here. Let's see here. Maryland. There we go. All right, first thing we're going to do is take a look at the Canadian because that is a very interesting. This is the most interesting one to look at. It's not the most realistic, but it's definitely the most interesting. Here we go. We've got the first little bit of snow showers according to the Canadian working in at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Okay, if you're in all of Maryland at 1 p.m. tomorrow, according to the Canadian, every single inch of Maryland will be seeing moderate to heavy snow showers. But watch this down here. There is a little bit of a warm wedge that tries to work in, and it does briefly, but it gets eaten up by some really heavy snow showers here north near Hagerstown, Maryland. That's really going to push that warm sector back down thanks to dynamic cooling. And then that really just kind of sticks around as we go forward. Now, snow totals, according to this run, are really interesting. The peninsula down here in southern Maryland, not looking good. I don't think on any run does this area of Maryland get a lot of snow. But here near Washington, D.C., we're talking about 14, 15 inches of snow. Okay. Now, up back here towards Baltimore, we're talking about 15, 16 inches of snow. Up near Hagerstown, 26 inches of snow. Now, this is the Canadian. It's the most flamboyant. It's the most aggressive with the snow totals so far. Let's see what the Euro has to say. I personally like the Euro a lot better. I think the Euro is way more realistic, and if I was a betting man, I would put my money on the Euro right now. The Euro is showing in Maryland down here on the peninsula. It's not looking good, not looking great, but it's also not looking bad. Up to 6 inches to here on the border with Delaware. Washington, D.C. gets 9, 10 inches. Baltimore gets closer to a foot. And up here near Hagerstown, you're getting a little bit over a foot. And the Panhandle over here, over a foot. And as you can see, the whole state of Maryland does pretty well with the Euro. The GFS is a little bit more divided. So if you're up here in the Panhandle, if you're over here near West Virginia, you're doing better. If you're near Hagerstown, Maryland, you're doing better. But if you're down south here, even in Washington, D.C., you're only going to get 6 or 7 inches of snow according to this run. Down here on the peninsula, there's a little bit stronger of a cutoff here. There's a little bit stronger of a cutoff for snow totals in Maryland on the GFS. Now, we also have to look at the NAM. The NAM is absolutely terrible for Maryland. 4 inches in D.C., 4 inches in Baltimore, 5 inches in Hagerstown. There's a big old snow hole here, according to the NAM. I don't buy that. Once again, my favorite one is the Euro. If I was to make my own snowfall map, just to be safe, I would say Washington, D.C., 6 to 10 inches. Baltimore, 6 to 12 inches. Hagerstown, 8 to 14 inches. Anywhere south of Washington, D.C., whether you're on the peninsula or if you're on the Virginia side, 3 to 6 inches. This is just too tricky down here. I know there's a couple areas that show 11.3, 8.7 inches, but I don't know. I don't know about it. If I was to make a map, and I haven't, that's what I would say. Okay? I like the euro. Let's see here. We got a new member, didn't we? Sebastian, thank you for becoming a member. I love it. I need to figure out how many members we've got during this stream. It's been absolutely insane. The RGEM00Z is starting to come out. All right, we'll check that out. Sebastian, thank you for the $5 super chat. What do you think about for Warren, New Jersey? We'll check that out right here in a second, okay? Let me pull this up real quick. Now, I don't know exactly where Warren is, but we do have a view of New Jersey here on this model. And we'll do the same thing. Let's look at the euro. I like the euro a lot. Northern New Jersey, 19, 20 inches. Close to New York City, 17, 18 inches. Right here along the coast, okay? From the border of Delaware down through here, right on the Atlantic coast, there's a sharp cutoff from 6 to 8 inches all the way down to 2 or 3 inches. If you're on the coast, don't look forward to a lot of snow. A lot of times in setups like these, the models will show more than what you actually get. That rain's going to eat it up. However, if you're north of this, if you're north of that line in New Jersey, you're going to get some snow. You're probably going to see close to 12 inches. However, the Euro here says a lot of you can see close to 20 inches. 12 to 18 inches is a safe bet for that area right there in New Jersey, okay? Now, the NAM, I think the NAM's better for you guys. Yeah, the NAM's about the same for you, honestly. So that's the NAM. The Canadian is like Northern New Jersey. If you're in Northern New Jersey, it's looking good, okay? Eric, thank you for the $5 super chat. I really, really appreciate it. Oh man, it looks like we may have switched to rain in Indiana, in Indianapolis. It's looking really wet. Oh no, it's looking really wet out there. Paul, thank you for the super chat. How much you thinking for Ulster County, New York? Oh man, I don't know where these counties are. A lot of New York. Okay, if you're south of Albany, I believe that you can get some pretty good snow, possibly more than 4 or 5 inches. The closer to New York City you are, the better. If you're north of Albany, don't expect much. Do not expect much. If you're right here on the border of Pennsylvania, all the way back here, close to Lake Erie, a little bit more, but like south of this line, you're good. North of this line, I would expect 1 to 3 inches. Maybe a couple areas will get 4. But south of Albany, that's where you can really start looking at 3 to 6 inches. And then closer to New York, 6 to 12. And then actually right down there in New York, we're talking about over a foot is possible. Okay. Sebastian says he's currently in 20 inches. Looking forward to it. Thank you. I'm looking forward to it for you, man. It's going to be awesome. Fredericksburg, Virginia, snow total. Let's look at Virginia. We can do that. So the GFS doesn't show a lot of snow for Virginia. The reason those winter storm warnings have been issued so early for Virginia, I believe, is because of the threat for ice. There's going to be a lot of ice. It's kind of like a ice storm in that area, so watch out for that. Let's see what the Canadian shows. It might be a little bit more aggressive, but a lot of Virginia here is 3 to 6 inches, unless you're in the higher elevation, or if you're in very northern Virginia. Northern Virginia, if you're close to Washington D.C., just go off what I'm saying for Washington D.C., because a lot of that area is going to be the same. But if you're down here near Virginia Beach, trace of snow near Richmond. We're talking about 3 to 6 inches closer to Blacksburg and Danville, maybe a little bit more if you're in the higher elevations. So Virginia is there's a pretty broad swath here, and there's also a pretty broad different area of terrain. So you got the mountains, you got the area near Maryland here, a lot of different stuff going on in Virginia. I nominate Jamie for mod. All right, where's Jamie? Jamie, say something in the chat and I'll make you a mod. No, never mind, I found you. Jamie is new moderator. Everybody welcome. Jamie. And I know we've got more members that want to be mods. And don't feel bad if I'm not picking you right now. We'll figure this out, all right? Ed Jones, how about in Ohio between Canton and New Philadelphia at the county line? Ohio, if you are in western and central Ohio, I think you're good. If you're in northwestern Ohio, or I'm sorry, northeastern Ohio, I think, or extreme southern Ohio, I think that's where you've got the least chance of picking up snow. Okay, so in a line from Cincinnati to Portsmouth, 1 to 3 inches. And a line from Columbus due northeast, a little bit less snow as you get closer to the lake. Everybody in between can see 6 or more inches of snow in Ohio. RGEM. I keep wanting to check on the RGEM. My bad. Hold on. Let me give you guys a view of the radar. Snowing good anywhere? Coming down pretty good in Chicago right now. All right, guys. I'm going to look at the RGEM. All right. Jeez. Calm down. I might have to pull that one up on Pivotal Weather. Cool. Have you tried looking at the HRRR? Yeah, I've looked at the HRRR. All right, so the RGEM is rolling now. What does this look like? Okay, you guys can see that, right? I had to pull it up on Tropical Tidbits. This is the 0Z data. This is how far we've gotten so far. It does show those snow showers really starting to taper off before they make it into central Ohio. So I do believe that the RGM is going to show less snow for central and eastern Ohio, but we'll watch it. Pivotal Weather has the RGEM out already completely. I almost specifically use Weather Bell. I don't see the RGEM. Am I stupid, guys? Tell me I'm stupid. Tell me where I need to be looking. Gotcha. I got you. Yeah. My wife just texted me and said, "Are your sinuses bothering you?" They are. I don't know why. I've had too much Sprite Zero today, I guess. All right, so I can take a look at this on Weather Bell then. Well, I guess not. The zero Z. The Weather Bell's slow. Completely out. Man. Oh man. Okay. Let me. Well, how do you zoom in on this? Okay, there we go. Pivotal weather. This is this is the 18 zero Z. Oh my God! Look at that. Are you seeing this? Once again, this is not my personal forecast. Oh, we got a new data sound. Look at 50. Yeah, this looks like it might be a little bit much. We gotta look at this deep. Gotta see what happened here. What happened to you? Oh, that's gotta be glitched. There's no way. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's a good snowstorm. But there's no way that drops 50 inches from that. Wouldn't that be nice though? The Caricia Cuchera. Oh yeah. Where is this? 52 inches. That's northeast of Allentown, right? 54 inches, real close. 40 inches, 35 inches close to Easton. Back up in here is State College. Or Scranton's up here, right? That's dumb. Let's give this storm a better name than the Weather Channel crappy names. Oh my God. That's something that we need to start doing. Okay, that's a new perk of becoming a member. Anytime there's a potential snowstorm, we'll make a poll for members with potential names of that storm, and we'll pick our own name. That's such a good idea. The Weather Channel, why do they get to name it? It's not like the National Weather Service, the Hurricane, Prediction Center or whatever names the hurricanes, and that's official and that's all right. The Weather Channel names the winter storms though. We can do better than them. The January Juggernaut. let's hear some names. What should we call this storm? This one, guys. The January Juggernaut. I love it. That's so funny. That bullseye is right on MTB Mountain. Drew Paxton, thank you so much for the donation for the tornado probe. Call it Allentown. We're just going to say this is Allentown. Okay. Works for me. Winter Storm Ryan. No, this ain't Winter Storm Ryan. I'll tell you when we've got Winter Storm Ryan, okay? The Snowtown Storm. Excuse me. All right, I'm going back to Weather Bell because I like it better. Weather Bell's so slow. Cletus delete. Winter Storm Echo. Okay, I like that one. Appalachian Crawler. Winter Storm Fantasy because it's not happened. Oh. All right, let's check back in on Chicago, guys. I'm getting tired. I don't know if you guys can tell. Jamie says become a member because you're missing out. He's absolutely right. If you're not a member of this channel, you are missing out big time. Look at this. Look what I can do. Look at the chat. Look at the chat. Look at the chat. Look at the chat. I can do that. You can't. Haha. And somebody said, how do you become a member? You just click the button that says join below the channel. If you don't see that button, then there's a link in the description. Click that button and you can become a member. I really appreciate you guys. You don't have to become a member, but it helps. It helps. You know, we are literally building tornado probes and we need the funds. So we really appreciate you. Congratulations on the new baby. Thank you so much, Darcy. I appreciate you. You need more Sprite Zero? Yeah, I do. I absolutely do. Hey, bud, how much snow you think we'll get in Ann Arbor? Please, thank you to the new channel. You guys, you're not gonna get a lot. You're gonna get a little bit. I'll talk more about the totals here in a second. I'll try to go over the broad area. I know I've mainly been focusing on Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Maryland, Delaware. You know, in the Northeast. But we'll zoom out here in a second and just take questions from everybody for totals right here in a minute. Winter Storm Katrina? I don't think so. Love these emojis. Hey, yeah. Hey, Jonesy, what's up, man? Thanks for being a high risker. Katrina was retired for a reason. Let it die. That's right, Tom. How much snow for Washington, D.C.? I'm guessing you just joined in because we've been talking about Washington, D.C. all night. Charlie Lackey has become a high risker. What's up? Welcome to the club. Huge deal when somebody becomes a high risker, guys. You got to love it. You got to love it, Charlie. Welcome to the club and look forward to seeing your name at the end of every video now, because if you're a high risker, you do get a shout out at the end of every single video. Look at this snow band that's going through Chicago right now. You want to see it live on the ground? There you go. It's coming down pretty good. It looks to me there's too much wind. I can't tell exactly how much accumulation is piling up on those blocks. I think you can see a little bit better on this other camera. Yeah, it's piling up a little bit here, but the wind is also blowing it around a little bit. So we really can't tell. I would love to have a network of cameras pointing at like a table in all these different areas with a ruler sitting on it. Wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be cool if like you could just get on an app on your phone, look at the radar, right? You're like, oh, it's snowing in Chicago. And then you could click a little button and go to like a live camera of wherever you're looking at on the radar with a little weather instrument that records everything that's going on. I feel like that would be cool. I'm going to invent that app. We just need about 8,000 more members. before I can afford to develop it. Let's see here. I cannot wait for the snow. True Pal, you're gonna get it, man. Where you live, you're gonna get some snow. I promise. Look at the camera. Look at Chicago, and just imagine that you're there. Go to the happy place. Go to your happy place, okay? Hey, Ro, could you check Dayton, Ohio to Albany, New York? That's a pretty broad range, man. It's snowing right now in Dayton. And it should snow at least for a little while from everywhere in between Dayton to Albany on I-71 all the way up into I-70 all the way to Cambridge, Ohio, and to Pittsburgh. It's going to snow in Pittsburgh, Altoona, all the way up into Williamsport, and then into Scranton. It's going to snow in Newburgh, New York, and yes, it is going to snow in Albany. So that's your update there. I really don't have the time to tell you the exact totals in every single place between those two areas, but it is going to snow. Travel will be treacherous, especially tomorrow morning on Interstate 70. Can't wait to plow. I'm so excited. Oh, we've got a snow plow operator in the chat. Woo woo. We love you guys, man. Appreciate everything you do, and I'm sure you love it when the snow comes. Just wiping money off the road. Peoria? Is it raining in Peoria? That was supposed to happen at this. What we're going to look for now, though, is some cooling to move down. It looks like it is raining right now in Peoria. Is there anybody in here that can confirm that? Is there anybody in here from this area near Bloomington and Peoria, right along the I-74 corridor? Dizzy D said, that was the most TV weatherman moment. Travel will be treacherous. Hello, and welcome to a TV weatherman Ryan Hall. Today we're looking at some snow showers in northern Illinois. Travel will be treacherous on I-57 all the way up into Chicago. Make sure you put your snow boots on tomorrow because there might be some snow on the ground, and don't forget to salt your driveways and shovel, but don't shovel too vigorously because that can cause heart attacks. That's been your official weather report from meteorologist Ryan Hall. No, but for real, don't shovel too vigorously, man. That stuff, that can get to you. I just heard thunder here in Dayton, Ohio. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Did you hear thunder in Dayton, Ohio? Oh my God. God. It's possible. It's very possible that you did. God, I want to believe you. I want to believe you. Where's my lightning? Yeah, lightning's on. According to Radarscope, you lied. But, you know, it could be wrong. It's true, Ryan. I mean, I believe you. I'm going to believe you, okay? I just got to be a little bit skeptical because it's my dream. It's my dream to see thunder snow in real life. I never have. All right, we got some more reports coming in through Twitter. Look at here, guys. It's coming down in Radford, Virginia. Wow, it's coming down good in Virginia. Look at that doggo. Oh, man. I wish there was a bunch of snow for my dog to play in right now. I've got a husky. She loves the snow. Look at that. That's beautiful. Dayton, Ohio right now. It's starting to pile up a little bit. It looks really similar to what we saw come through Cincinnati. I do believe you're going to see more snow as the night goes on. My friend sent me this picture from Chicago, Illinois. Thank you so much. Peyton Gordon. Thank you so much for this picture. Wow. Really? That's a lot of snow on the ground already. Still waiting for the heavy waves to hit. Hayden says 40 miles east of Chicago in Michigan City, Indiana. Looks like a couple inches have already piled up there. So we're doing good in Indiana. Yeah, the big old snow band moving through Dayton there. And yeah, thank you guys so much for sending me the reports on Twitter. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's at Ryan Hall Y'all. If you want to send me a picture or a video, I will include it on the show as long as it's appropriate. All right. Don't spam, guys. Don't spam. How much for northern New Jersey? This is tough. Because we spent like 30 minutes straight talking about northern New Jersey, and then somebody new comes in right after you get done, and they didn't get to see any of it. Need to think of a creative way to continuously be going through each state that's going to be affected, while also looking at the Twitter data and going back to the radar and looking at the cameras and stuff. It's tough to manage all this. How much longer are you streaming? Not a whole lot longer. I think I'm about drained. I've been doing this for 3 hours straight. I'm not a streamer. I don't do this all the time. So I think I'm going to cut it off here in a little bit. I don't know exactly when. But I'll be more prepared tomorrow for the big stream as we watch it go through New England. Okay. It's snowing very heavily right now in Chicago. MBGC weather. You are in Chicago, right? You're close to Chicago. Yeah, it looks like it's snowing really hard near Wrigley Field. That's what we're looking at right here. Oh yeah, it's coming down good in Chicago right now. Got a very heavy band of snow working into Chicago. That is going to. It looks like it's going to stick around for a while. Like it's moving north, and then it's probably going to stay stationary, and then it'll move south and east after that low pressure system starts to transfer off to the Atlantic. Yep, just north of Chicago. That's awesome. It's awesome. It's snowing really hard in Chicago right now. Take a look at the RGEM. I have taken a look at the RGEM. This is not going to happen, guys. I will show it, though. This is, once again, not going to happen. 56 inches of snow. Why not? Allentown. What would you do if you guys got 56 inches of snow in Allentown? 57. 57. What would you do? Here's a 0Z. I'm really interested to see if Weatherbell has that same totals there. That'll be interesting to see. I would move out. Winter Storm Ryan Hall, y'all. You guys are still coming up with names for the storm. Drew Paxson, Hartford County, Maryland, waiting for Snowtown. You guys are going to get it, man. If you're in Northern Maryland, I think you got a good shot. North of DC, north of Baltimore especially, but even between DC and Baltimore, you've got a good shot. Thunder snow. Where you got thunder snow? Did I miss it? Did we see it on the cam? I doubt it. How much are you thinking for Central New York? Central New York State, North of Albany, not much. It's not going to snow much north of Albany. South of Albany, the closer you get to New York City, the more snow you can get. All the way down to New York City, 12 to 18 inches is possible. It slowly decreases in totals the further north you go. And then once you get past Albany, I don't think anybody's going to see more than like 4 inches unless you're on the border of Pennsylvania there. So that's what I'm thinking about for that. How much do you think for Mansfield, Ohio? All of Ohio is going to get a pretty good amount of snow unless you're in extreme northeastern Ohio or southern Ohio. Central Ohio from Dayton up to Columbus to Zanesville, that area there, and then all the way up to Lima. I think you guys are going to get a decent amount of snow, up to 6 inches, possibly closer to a foot if you're actually in central Ohio. If you're closer to west central Ohio, even a better chance. But 6 inches is a pretty good bet for all of central Ohio. 57 inches. Yeah, that's Snowtown. That's Snowtown. Lima, Ohio is expecting 6 to 10 inches. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Look at the snow in Chicago. Yeah, it has to be at least 10-mile-an-hour winds for for it can be Snowtown. Oh man. All right, guys. So I'm getting ready to wrap this up. We've had an incredibly good stream. I could not have in a million years expected this to go as well as it did. I also didn't realize how freaking tired I would get just sitting. I mean, I do that. If I wasn't streaming right now, I would be doing this without talking to you guys. I would be watching the radar, watching the live cams, watching the models. This is what I do. You know what I mean? But constantly, trying to see how much it's going to snow in insert county here, insert state here is kind of tiring. Tomorrow I'm going to be refreshed. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about this northeastern snowstorm, and we're going to track it the whole time. I might go live as early as 4 p.m. I might wait until a little bit later, maybe closer to 7 p.m. I do have a newborn. You know what I mean? I got to take care of some of that stuff. So one more time, let's go over everything, okay? We're going to go over absolutely everything right now, and I'm going to show you guys the models here. Here's the Euro. The Euro is my favorite model, okay, for this storm. I think that this is the most realistic version of the way this storm could play out, all right? And let me show you. Let me show you the 10-to-1 snowfall ratio. That's what we can expect. Kitchen, thank you for Kitchen. I'm sorry. Kitchen Godfather, thank you for the $4.99. Shoreline, Connecticut in the house. Can we get an update on Southern Connecticut? Absolutely. According to the Euro, which this is my favorite model right now. Jesus. How do I fix that? There we go. Right here in Connecticut, around a foot of snow is possible. The closer you are to central Connecticut, the better. If you're closer to the shore, it gets a little iffy. And if you get closer to northern Connecticut, it also gets a little iffy. If you're in central Connecticut near Hartford, you're doing good, okay? Anyways, a broad swath of over 10 inches of snow from up here near Chicago all the way down into Columbus, Zanesville, Ohio. That also goes into near Pittsburgh, and all of southern Pennsylvania here gets a good amount of snow. State College, Williamsport, all the way up into Scranton. The bullseye here is going to be Allentown. All right, the bullseye is going to be around Allentown to Harrisburg to Easton, New Jersey, into New York City. We're talking about 15, 16, 17 inches of snow possible. I'm not saying that. My forecast for you would be 6 to 12 inches in a general area in southeastern Pennsylvania, northern Maryland, northern Delaware, northern New Jersey, with embedded areas of 12 to 18 inches. That's my official forecast. All right, up here in northern New England, it's too soon to tell. We'll talk more about that tomorrow. Let's look at the GFS. Oh, the 0Z GFS is rolling right now, but we do have to look at that older data, the 18Z. The GFS also looks good to me. It doesn't look as good, especially for central Ohio. Now, this is possible. It is very possible that these heavy snow showers that we're seeing in Indiana right now will die out and not really affect Ohio as much as, they could. And if that was to happen, your totals will be diminished a little bit. And you can expect to see 3 to 6 inches in Ohio rather than that broad swath of 6 inches or more. This is still a good run for Allentown, Pennsylvania, down here in southeastern Pennsylvania, northern Maryland, and northern Delaware, and central and northern New Jersey into Long Island. This is a good run for you guys. Over a foot is possible. Now let's take a look at the Canadian. This one is, I'm not going to say anything. Just look at it. Make your own opinions about this. I do believe it's overdone, but if it's not, hallelujah. And then we got to look at the NAM. Okay, the NAM is the most different. All right, the NAM really looks good over here because I can see this setting up. If you look at the radar right now and the way this is playing out, and the way this is setting up, the NAM solution here looks more and more realistic with that thinner band of heavier snow showers going through central Ohio and Indiana. Now remember, on the southern fringe of this storm, down here in southern Ohio especially, near Portsmouth, Dayton points south to Cincinnati, you're going to get a lot of rain. So if you do get 6 inches of snow out of this storm, a lot of that's going to melt off, okay? You're not going to see that. That's not going to be the total snowfall for you. So if you're on the southern fringe, cut these totals in half. Additionally, southeastern Pennsylvania here, it doesn't look as good for you on the NAM, but you still get a foot of snow near Allentown. Hagerstown, Maryland there, you're a little bit less in Washington, D.C., Baltimore. We're talking about 3 to 6 inches now rather than 30. We're this close, and the models are still that crazy. However, Long Island and northeastern New Jersey here is close to 20 inches of snow. Connecticut, Rhode Island, Boston, Massachusetts, 19 inches. Absolutely insane. Now, let's take a look at watches and warnings. There still is no winter storm warning for New York City yet, which is surprising. We do have a broad swath of winter storm warnings all the way from North Carolina into Virginia, southern parts of West Virginia, and into Maryland, southeastern Pennsylvania, and New Jersey. But New York City still doesn't have that winter storm warning yet. It's just a watch. That may have something to do with the timing. I don't think that has anything to do with the snow totals. I definitely think that the snow totals that are being predicted right now are in line with the criteria for a winter storm warning from the National Weather Service over there in New York. So, yeah. that was my rundown. All right. Philip says, Ryan, you're doing it wrong. You got to be outside getting all snowed on and freezing, explaining to people in your state it's snowing. Like the news weather. No, I figured it out, son. I passed up the TV weather job, and I'm just sitting here in my room at the house reporting on a snowstorm. Buddy, I can hit it in Pennsylvania. I can hit it down there in Virginia, New Jersey, just sitting right here, son. I got it all covered for you right here. I don't have to be out there. Don't get me wrong. I would like to be out there. And it is a possibility that at some point, probably not this winter, but maybe next winter, once we get into the swing of actually chasing storms, that I will do some snow chasing and do some live streaming out in the middle of snowstorms, especially if we get the possibility of seeing some actually big blizzards coming through. So yeah. Let's go, NAM. Hope it's correct. A lot of people are rooting for the NAM. Jim Cantori or something, right? Yeah. 57 inches of snow. Yeah, I want to show you guys one last time, just for fun, this crazy run of the RGEM. There you go. Allentown, 57 inches. Screenshot it. Screenshot it. All right, guys. Philadelphia, according to this run, 2 feet. Philadelphia, you're going to see probably more than 6 inches of snow. I'm pretty confident in that. We'll talk more about exact totals tomorrow. Once again, I am going to live stream again tomorrow. Hopefully, it goes as well as this one did. I can't believe how well this one did. Once again, before I end this stream, I do have to stress how awesome it is to become a member. All my members in the chat right now, go ahead and put your custom emotes into the chat. Show everybody what you got. Look here. You get a badge next to your name. You get custom emotes in the chat. Also, after this live stream ends, me and the rest of the members are going to have our own little section on YouTube where we can talk amongst each other. If you want to ask me a specific question and actually have me answer it and not be drowned in a sea of 700 people like we were today, being a member is the best way to do that. Also, it does cost money to be a member. I understand money is tight. You might not be able to. You don't have to. 100% you don't have to, but just understand that it's going to a good cause. We're building tornado probes when we go storm chasing this season. It's going to go to science. You know what I mean? We're going to be filming incredibly, up close footage of tornadoes with very expensive cameras. We need to be able to buy the cameras. So just know it's going to a good cause. It's going towards the content that you guys are watching. And you get all the perks on top of that. If you become a high-risk member, you get a shout-out at the end of every video. If you become a moderate-risk member, you get to watch raw, unedited footage of tornadoes, unreleased footage. And if you just become a slight-risk member, you get to see behind-the-scenes footage and additionally get access to these kinds of videos, live streams that you're watching right now in the future. Eventually, they will be members only. Okay? So, yeah, that was my big plug for that. In future live streams, I won't be as adamant about plugging that. I'm going to leave that up to the existing members down there. I hope you guys keep advertising it for me like you have been. It's been awesome. And yeah, I think that's it. Is there anything else that I should do before I head off? I will check Twitter. Oh boy. Oh boy. Where's this at? This is from Zach in Ohio. Where at in Ohio? Is this close to Dayton? Look at that. That's some heavy snow. It's coming down good. He says maybe about 8 inches plus, possibly. I think it's possible. Pulaski County, Virginia. My cat is loving the snow. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, guys, if you want to follow me on Twitter, that's at Ryan Hall, y'all. Danny the dog, thank you so much for becoming a member. You're not going to regret it. Thank you guys for being here. A record stream. We hit 800 viewers. Tomorrow, we're going to hit 1,000. I hope you guys enjoy the snow, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye, and